Hello, you little bastards. Josh is on the way, just posting the links out on social media. I'll be right with you. Get your comments in. Let us know what you want us to fucking talk about. I have just been planning my thumbnail out for a podcast I've got coming out on Monday. It's fucking mind-blowing, let me tell you. I've never been more shocked, I don't think. It's one of the most shocked I've ever been in a podcast in me fucking life. So if you're into crime doc shit, this is the one for you, mate. I'm telling you now. Okay, how the fuck do I post this? As you can probably imagine, I am shite when it comes to this sort of stuff. There you go. There we go. Live now. And then the link. Big love to everyone who showed up. Appreciate you all. This is one of the biggest fucking fixtures of the season for me. I swear to God, I'm fucking shitting myself. I'm absolutely bricking it because this is season defining for Newcastle and I fucking know it. There's no bullshit in here. We need a win, in my opinion, if we're going to achieve as good as we possibly can. Man United haven't been great on the road against top 10 opposition since Ten Hag came in. We at home are fucking good. So the pressure's on. I'm expecting the lads to fucking deliver. I don't want anything other than 3 points. Anything less would be disappointing, And I think, Man United are there to be got at. We've seen that lately. Onana in that last game. We should be shooting on sight, yeah. And I'm not saying he's terrible all the time at shot stopping, but there's howlers there. So shoot on sight, follow up the shots. He's going to spill something. Yeah. Okay. We got the link. We got it up and done. There we go. And now I can chill and enjoy a drink with you fine people. Thank you very much. Big love to you all. Whiskey Coke. Now, kick off tomorrow, 4 o'clock, City Spurs. All the lads coming. We're going to have a big roundup of all the topics from the weekend. So I will be taking notes for anything that you lot want us to talk about tomorrow. Jude Bellingham, Ballon d'Or, says the chat. Mate, we had a debate earlier this season, and Craig Mitch, being the closet Man City fan that he'll hate that. But no, Craig loves Pep Guardiola specifically, and he was backing it for Phil Foden when we were talking about who's the best young British talent. And I'd watched about 4 or 5 games of Bellingham for Real Madrid, and I was like, mate, they're different levels. And about 3 or 4 games later, I was like, mate, what the hell did I say there? And it's clear, like Bellingham is clear. And if we don't win a major trophy with the likes of Foden, Bellingham, Harry Kane, Saka, Declan Rice, so much quality, it would be a travesty, mate. And only a shit manager like Gareth Southgate could fuck it up. But, I love Jude Bellingham is what a player, man. He's so fucking good. Interesting lineups today. Manchester United have gone with Maino and McTominay in the middle. And that's going to be interesting to see how that works against us because we're quick and we're going to pile on the pressure. So them two are going to have very good games. And to be fair to McTominay, he's stepped it up lately. He's been chipping in with goals. He's been doing the running. And Maino looks like a fucking really good young talent, to be fair. So I'm not sure if his best position is holding or if he's I think he might be more of a box-to-box lad who's being sort of positioned in that basically due to injuries. But also that's what they did bring in, that lad, Amrabat. Potentially, they could have started Amrabat today for a bit of defensive solidity and then let Maino do the box-to-box stuff. I'm all in on Newcastle tonight. I think we have the potential to beat these strongly, and that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a fucking good win, The days of Man United being feared are gone, and look, they can win the night. I'm not saying they don't have the firepower, but we've beaten them in the last 2 games, and we didn't just beat them, we fucking cruised. I mean, the last home game we played against Man United, we won 2-0. It should have been 5. So let's fucking have it. That's what I'm thinking. Shout out your predictions. Appreciate it. If everyone could retweet my tweet on Twitter or whatever, just to help us out, I would really appreciate that, guys. Thanks a lot. And we're coming out now at St. James's Park. All the flags are going. The Eddie Howe flag in particular is mega. We've got a great, home fan-led flag maker called War Flags, and they do unbelievable flags and stuff like that. It looks fucking great. And he said, it says next to it, let's give it to them. 3-1 Newcastle, 0-2, 2-2, draw, 4-0 Newcastle. People still use Twitter, question mark. I mean, Disney don't. 3-0 Newcastle. We've got the timer up. Josh is actually on his way. He's operating the timer from his phone. Fucking hell. Bless him. So it is Nick Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Shaw, Livramento, Miley, Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Almiron, Isak, and Gordon. Basically the same starting 11 every game, because that's all that we've got fit. The only real good substitute we've got as an option is Lewis Hall, and he's an 18-year-old kid who is a left back. Yeah, so it's pretty thin outside of this. Hopefully the lads have rested their legs after a hard battle against PSG the other night, which we should have won if it wasn't for the handball, but we fucking performed great. So, but this is a different ball game altogether for us. Home game against a very beatable Man United team. Man United, Onana, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Shaw, Dalot. Shaw, centre-back. Interesting. McTominay, Meno, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Martial. Garnacho, fine in the net lately. He's not actually playing amazing, but he's got talent. He's a hell of a ball striker, and I've always thought he looked all right, but he's really coming on at the moment, so we'll see how Kieran Trippier does against him. Bearing in mind, Kieran Trippier basically pocketed Mbappe in 2 games, and the penalty was the only goal he scored, and that was a gift, right? So I feel confident going to this game. Marcus Rashford on the right hand side is interesting, not his preferred position. Anthony Martial up front, scored recently, but he's not someone you're frightened of, is he? This is a mega game for Newcastle fans as well. Outside of, Sunderland, Man United are the team that we want to beat the most, just out of pure the amount of times that they beat us when we really wanted to win, especially in the early 2000s, late 90s and all of that, robbed us of cups. It's a big one. We've got 2-0. Isak, both goals as a prediction from the Northern Golfer. Loving it, hopefully. And Eddie Howe and Ten Hag shake hands. Absolute fraudulence there. They hate it. Steve McLaren back at his old stomping ground, once managed Newcastle. Still very surprised he's at Manchester United. He was a fucking atrocious manager, and it felt like he was a dinosaur for Newcastle. So the fact that he's taken training for Man United is bizarre to me. And one of the interesting stories of the day was that Man United were on the way. Obviously, they were going to fly to Newcastle. Flight was incapable of flying due to the weather, so they ended up jumping on a bus and doing a few hours in a bus. Look, as if that makes a fucking difference, but it was a bit of fun. No Highland is interesting. Look, you always, for me, as a fan, you look at what the opposition fans think sometimes. And for me, no Highland is a bonus. I just find the kid very aggressive, threatening, good pace on him. I would never look at... I mean, the fact that they paid, 85 million for Highland, or whatever it was, 82, can't remember. And then you're starting Anthony Martial ahead of him. I find that mind-blowing. And it's not that Martial's got no quality or he can't score today. He can. But this kid is the wonder boy who you've signed. And although he hasn't got a Premier League goal, he looks pretty fucking good. There's a lot of talent there, and he's obviously scored plenty in the Champions League. So to not start him and to start Martial, when Martial is basically, he's going to get sold ASAP. I mean, he went out on loan last season, for Christ's sakes. We need a hell of a performance from Joe Linton today. If there's one player who I've been very impressed with lately, even though he's just almost gave the ball away, Livramento's been fucking outrageously good for Newcastle. What a defender we've got there, mind. Like, proper defender. Nice ball out from Onana. Credit to him. Actually, wasn't too bad. But Man United give the ball away. And Bruno Guimaraes picks it up in the middle of the park. And Lewis Miley's a bit further forward today, which is interesting. I like how he's eager to take the ball on. Like, for a 17-year-old kid, that's not common. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, under the pressure, and he wants the ball. He's game for it. Man United have definitely decided to play quite defensively here, I think. They're showing us a fair bit of respect. Which I'm assuming the last two performances, I mean, the last two games, Newcastle Man United have ended 2-0 and 3-0. So I think maybe that's in Ten Hag's mind, where he's thinking, all right, we have to keep it fucking tight and nick a goal where we can. Which is why Højlund for me would have been a good option. Does he have a knock? I don't know. Joelinton down the left-hand side, looking to cross the ball in. Oh, gets away from his man. Oh, and he drops Scott McTominay to the floor, but he can't get the cross in. Good footwork from Joelinton. Made McTominay look a bit silly there, but he didn't actually make the most of it. Shout out to the chat. Ten Hag paying his respects to Ollie, playing this way. Let's be real, it's identical, isn't it? It's counter-attacking football. Which, you know, a lot of people said, oh, Ten Hag will come in and play proper football, and that's not been the case. It's been pretty much business as usual, despite some better results. But, I mean, that'll happen when you spend 400 million. But what you doing, Pope? What you doing? Come on. Man United pressing quite well here, but we've played it out under pressure quite comfortably. Livramento brings it forward on the left-hand side. Oh, and Livramento now picks it up again from a 1-2. He's got a good chance to cross this ball in. There's all the time in the world. It drops to Almiron. Keeps it alive on the right-hand side. He's going to cut it inside. Lewis Miley back to Bruno. And it's into Almiron. Looking for the 1-2. Oh, and it's poor from Joelinton. And if there's one thing that he isn't as good at, it's his technical side of his game. But Lewis Miley has it on the right-hand side here, and he looks so comfortable. He doesn't look anywhere. Fucking hell. This kid. I mean, I'm probably going to marvel at everything he does, but he's a player. And if potential's anything to go off, we could see. So, oh, and he was in behind there, and Kieran Trippier can't quite find him. Fuck me. Fairly decent start for Newcastle, but Man United not under any real pressure here. Chance to counter-attack early here. And Bruno Fernandes finds McTominay. Right-hand side. Marcus Rashford brings it in. Got a challenge. And it's a lovely tackle from Bruno Guimaraes. Takes it off him with ease. Punt it. Me. Nick Pope, I don't want him playing football. Do you know what I mean? Just save the shots, mate. Just save the fucking shots. That's all we need. Yeah. Isak with a lovely turn in his own half, and he catches Maguire off guard. Maguire runs the track back. It's Anthony Gordon in to Isak, to Miley in the middle of the park. Newcastle just playing it around Man United comfortably here, not really creating anything. We're about just in the final third of Man United's half. And major respect being paid by Manchester United here. Really kind of acknowledging, like, you're the better football team, which is staggering, you know. I never thought I'd see the day where Manchester United, and it's a chance here to cross it in. And it's a good, well-won corner by Livramento. And as we're saying, Manchester United really showing their belly a little bit here to Newcastle and accepting, you know, we can't go toe-to-toe with you. Which, First time in my memory, Man United have come to Newcastle and actually sort of not being seen as the favourites. Even last season, even though Newcastle are good at home, Man United finished ahead of Newcastle and spent so much money. And here, they're really paying us a lot of respect. Bizarre. I mean, I grew up for years just watching Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney just smash them in at St. James's, and it was fucking miserable. So this is really weird. Corner, ball in. No, is in no man's land, fucking flapping around, just diving around, mate. He looks like a fish out of water. The state of him, mate, he's an absolute, mate, that is color. He's very lucky he got away with this, because if anyone's getting the head on the end of that, he was fucking nowhere to be seen. 50 million. Just saying. Not including the 85 on Anthony and the 80 million on Højlund, only for him not to be playing today. Just weird. Just strange transfer business, that. Mason Mount, what about that? If I wish Eddie Howe could have had that kind of money, man. It's fucking unbelievable. Because, I mean, we can't talk with the Tonali thing, but it's like, fucking hell. At least Tonali looked good before he got banned. Newcastle win a throw-in. I've just got to let Josh know. Good start by Newcastle. We're in control so far. Little bit of a push there on Isak. Chance for Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, and he has a shot, but he hits it straight at the defender. What were you doing, mate? Come on. Oh, and it's a lovely touch from Isak. Oh, and he can't quite control it. I thought it was a better touch than what it was, but he plucked it out of the air from a floated ball into the box by Fabian Shaw, and it was a belter of ball. Maybe if he just went for the volley, he might have actually had a chance. Start shooting, lads. It's fucking Onana. Just shoot. Do you know what I mean? Shoot and follow it up. That's all you have to do. Shout out the super chat. Would you want Newcastle to go after established players or youth to develop? I think what we're looking at with players like Tonali and Isak and Bruno Guimaraes is exactly the profiles that I would want us to look for, in that they're European level proven. Oh, and a lovely tackle from Anthony Gordon. Dispossesses Wan-Bissaka and he plays it in. Chance here. Oh my God. It looked like he was going to bury it in his own net. Below. He had this moment. Onana rushed to collect, and you can see that this goalkeeper instills no confidence in his back four. They look terrified. We just need to put it on them here, because Onana, the relationship between him and that defence is a shambles right now. Like, he's not claiming it. Delort doesn't know what he's doing. Is that a handball? Delort hits it off his own hand with his foot, kicks the ball off his own hand, and nothing given. So, look, I'm not saying that I want every ridiculous penalty to be given, but again, if you kick it off your own hand, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Was it accidental? Absolutely. Did it save him in that moment? Maybe. Oh, and Garnacho's in behind. It's a really good chance for the young lad, and it's a good save from Nick Pope. Credit to Garnacho. That was a very good run, and that's not something I want to see, because the lad can strike a ball, and Garnacho's gone down like a little bitch after being tackled by Kieran Trippier. Not wrong with him whatsoever. Not wrong with the challenge. And the question here is, that's just a world-class pass from Bruno Fernandes. That's what happened there. I was wondering what our lads did badly. Brutal truth is, it was just quality from Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. First bit of danger, and again, Manchester United, they're going to sit back and they're going to try and hit us on the counter-attack. And I think it's the right strategy for them because we are the better football team. It's just interesting for... I just wonder what Man United fans are thinking watching this when they go, hold on a second, you've spent more money than Eddie Howe, who had a relegation battling team when he took over. You were in the top 6 when you took over, and now you're basically accepting that if you go head to head with us, you'll get a hiding. So you're going to sit there and sit back. I mean, possession stats so far are 84% Newcastle. It's embarrassing for Man United, but it could work. Garnacho's looking a threat early on. Credit to him. I think we'll really see. We're seeing some good good moments from him. Given that Kieran Trippier kept Mbappe so quiet, I'm impressed with him because he's given him some problems. Trippier's gone down now, and this is not what you want to see. Is this a... Not Trippier. We love him. Got to be all right, hasn't he? Ah, he's all right. He's all right. Got no mates tonight, Geordie? Well, same as always, isn't it? Now, Josh is on the way. And Garnacho's moving into the box and we're backing off him. And there's a real chance for Man United to get a shot away. Wan-Bissaka does, but it's blocked. Decent stuff from Man United, yeah, to be fair. They're causing a few problems. And this is the thing with Man United, that although they're a terrible team in terms of the way they pass the ball, when they try and actually play as a team, in terms of ball strikers and talent, they're all there. Like they've spent a fuck ton of money on players like Bruno Fernandes and obviously Rashford's homegrown, but there is a lot of talent there. And when they come forward, I am thinking, fuck, like you've seen what they can do, some of these lads. Like the Garnacho overhead kick, as much as it was a bit of a fluke, it wasn't an accident. And we're just seeing back now the chance that we've seen where there was the handball there from Delot. And realistically, like that, that was a strange moment. Like I don't want to say it should have been a penalty or anything because the rules are so fucked right now. I don't even know. Do you know what I mean? Does it hit his hand? Yes. Someone said Garnacho is better than Anthony Gordon. I'd take Anthony Gordon over him, but I rate Garnacho's talent. Like, it's there. But I think Anthony Gordon has far more of an impact on a 90-minute football match. Someone said United haven't had their fully fit 11 the whole campaign. I mean, with the level of talent Man United have, really... I understand that. Like, you're saying that, but like he's fallen out with Varane, he's fallen out with Sancho, like, and even some of their players who should be starting, like Martinez and Casemiro, when they were playing like shit. So yeah, they got injured afterwards, but they were having a nightmare. And here is the Brazilian Roy Keane. That's Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, a lovely little 1-2 an attempt. Newcastle doesn't quite pay off for us. Fabian Shaw brings it forward and he opens it up, and it's into Anthony Gordon. Oh, and Lewis Miley keeps it alive beautifully, and it's a lovely ball. Oh, Alexander Isak can't quite get the shot away. You've got to do better than that. Work this shit goalkeeper. 15 minutes played. Let's put it on him. He's fucking shit. He's shit. So start making him try and save things. Come on. He's wank, man. Let's get at him. Yes, Anthony Gordon in to Bruno Guimaraes. Hit it at him, man. Oh, you fucking wanker. We're not. This is the thing about Man United that is completely different. We're a good football team. We defend well, but Man United have got good ball strikers. Their shot accuracy is pretty good. Whereas with Newcastle, XG is second in the league, something like that. But obviously, we're not putting them all away. Would I make the home kit white and green for the league title? Mate, that's just that's not happening. It's the... Go on, get at him then, you fucking pillock. Yes, that's it, man. Give them a fight. Because if it comes down to who wants it more, we'll fucking destroy them. Come on. That's soft. Get in there. Come on. Lovely football. Joe Linton into Lewis Smiley. It's Almiron. Cut it inside then. Keep going. Oh, you fucking idiot. Nice run from Joe Linton. In. Surely. Ah, and it's a good save by Onana. He does make them. Fuck me. Unbelievable. That was a very good save by Onana. I've got to give the lad credit. That should have been 1-0. And fair play to him. Lovely, lovely football from Newcastle. And we're now starting to play. And Man United can't live with we right now, if I'm being honest. It's a little too easy. Man United fans will be starting to get stressed out now. Goldbridge will be having a kitten. But no, it was an easy save, I'll tell a lie, because Almiron made it easy. He's got to put more beef behind the shot, man. Put your laces through that, lad. We're fucking winning the ball back with ease here. And this is lovely, scintillating football. Every chance we get to put a few passes together. Come on. Miley. Kieran Trippier plays it to Almiron. And Man United doing a little bit of a decent press on we here, but we're playing through it fairly comfortably when we try to. Come on. Tino Livramento drags it in the box. Have a shot, son. Go yourself. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, shite, man. That is absolute wank.
Move over, you little boy.
Yeah. I'm in the game, Matt. I'm in the game. I'm in the moment.
Move over. I'm here.
So I'll give you a little...
I've been watching you.
I'll give you a recap. Oh, right. You've seen it. Yeah. Well, we're the better side. No shock. Okay. But... we're just not working the keeper enough, and when we did, Almiron powder puffed it a bit at him.
What about this own goal? That was a joke. The low. What is he doing? I've seen it.
Have you seen the handball?
I've seen the handball.
So he kicks it off his own hand.
UEFA in the Premier League, they have completely different rules. What a joke. Hello everyone, I'm here. I've made it. I'm sorry I'm late. I've been watching a film about cocks.
But enough about this whole man.
Yeah.
No,
there was a lot of willies.
We'll ask you about that later. No, Newcastle are looking. We're turning the screw. Man United genuinely have shown us their belly a little bit here. They've been very submissive, a little bit timid.
Yeah.
And they've decided not to go sort of punch for punch. And Almiron's in behind.
What is going on?
Shoot!
Isaac!
How have you missed, son? Fucking hell, man. We're paying how much for you?
Isaac. Oh, my God.
How's he missed? This is pissing me off because we should be at least 1-0 up by now. We're all over them. And it's a hell of a block, actually, by Slabhead Maguire. I've got to give him credit. It's a block.
You giving Maguire credit? What parallel universe
I've given Maguire and Onana credit. It's fucking mental. I can't believe me fucking own ears.
Oh, dear.
We're dominating here. This is dominant. Do you know what's mad?
I'm just sorting out this clock for us. Go on.
We're dominating them easily.
Yeah.
It's mental.
Oh, it's so good to see Newcastle good. I have to say, chat, and I'm going to sort of come clean now. I'm completely a Newcastle fan tonight. Completely.
Oh, how's it not gone in, man, lads? Fucking hell. Oh. Do you know what? We should fucking... You know what's mental is that we're in comparable league positions.
Yeah.
Like, I look at Newcastle and I see a team that one day can win a Premier League right now.
Yeah.
I look at Man United and I think, where the fuck's this going?
How many did we say? Did we say 7 Newcastle players?
7-4.
7-4.
To be fair, Goldbridge did it and he gave it 6-5 to Newcastle as well.
Yeah, and I think he was close on 1 or 2.
The only one he made a mistake on, we had different, was Casemiro.
I like the way you phrased that.
Casemiro, we had Joe Linton.
Casemiro being in there is a joke. It's a joke. United fans are saying he's past it. You know, United fans.
I'll have another drink, please, bartender.
I think overall, what I've seen, you've been fairly dominant. Is that? Am I
wait until
crazy?
the possession stats come up. It must be fucking 80%.
Yeah.
80%.
Yeah, that's mental.
And do you know what? I'm surprised that Ten Hag literally has gone for the draw.
Well, do you know what?
He's playing for a draw.
He's the tactical genius, isn't he? Because he's chucked Luke Shaw in at centre back, and he's just gone, yeah, fuck it.
Tino Livramento's quality now.
Yeah, well, I keep telling you, Brian. You know, when I say a player's good from Chelsea, has it been snowing there, by the way? Because it looks fucking freezing.
Yeah, that's why they had to get the bus today instead of the plane. Tino Livramento. Shout out the chat, by the way. Get your any chats in that you want, but we'll also just try and cover as many comments as we can. Tino Livramento, I keep thinking he might be better than Reece James. You sort of fucked right up.
That's a shout. I think you got a little bit too far.
No, do you know what it is?
I think you got a little bit too far.
Do you know what it is?
He is good though.
No, like in all seriousness, it's a flip of a coin for me.
He's honestly, Livramento, great player, love him, really wanted him to stay at Chelsea. But when you've got Reece James, it's very difficult to put any other player there. But he's doing a freaking good job at left back.
I have no qualms about why Reece James was kept, because look at him. He's the fucking total package. He's got the whole. He's a quality footballer. Good oh my god, Onana chancing
risky.
it.
Luke Shaw in centre mid.
And I'm not saying you guys made, like, it's one of those where I understand, but I'm just saying when it's all said and done, get in there, Kieran Trippier.
What a legend.
He fucking puts Garnacho on his ass like it's the Royal Rumble and he's throwing him over the top rope. But no, Garnacho actually was in behind from a brilliant.
He's looked good today. And do you know what? Maybe I am wrong about him because he has looked pretty good. Mate, and I said he was average.
I've rated him from get-go. I'm not just changing my tune now that he's done the overhead kick. But when I say rated him, I'm like, I think you've got talent. But there's something there for sure. Like he's really a threat. And he's got that bastard element, which I think actually suits Man United down to the ground. He's a traditional Man United footballer. And the fact that Rashford's now sort of making way for him is really interesting on that left side. But I think that's partly down to Rashford's impotence.
Is it too harsh to say that Rashford's actually better on the right hand side? Like, he was never really an inside forward. I think he's better off just being a winger.
His best season's always been, well, I don't know. We'll see. Almiron 3v3.
Pass it.
3v3.
Pass it now.
Mate, anything requiring footballing brains, that's not what Almiron's good at. He's thick as mince. Good tackle from Louis Miley there.
Are you going to make a sub today? Like, because PSG game, there was no subs, was there at all?
Yeah, Lewis Hall's the only sub we've got.
Yeah.
I think the reason that Livramento, we've got McTominay on the coming forward with the ball here, plays it out to Rashford. The reason Livramento might eclipse Reece James one day,
okay.
And I genuinely think this is a possibility, is injuries. If Livramento can maintain his fitness, and he's come back from a big injury himself,
serious.
Right? But if he can do that, then we're looking at a person who can consistently improve his game, while Reece James always seems to have these setbacks. In retrospect, it might not have been the best move, but I understand why the decision was made. Although looking at Livramento, because he can also play a left back, I'm still a bit befuddled why you've got Cucurella there and Livramento's with us. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm bloody delighted.
Well, this is the thing, mate, is like, and you know, I say this over and over again, but there are so many academy products that are going to be sold, and we're going to see it more and more. We're going to see it in January.
We might even see Newcastle do this shit one day, but I hope not, because I can see how much it pisses you off, and rightly so.
And the problem is, mate, is the only reason why they're doing it is for fucking accounting. And that is the most depressing part of it. It's like cash, full loads of money straight in.
Straight profit.
Don't need to worry about, straight profit, pure amortization. You got to love it. And we lose all of our sort of like the heart of our squad, the heart of our team when we lose that. Great
Anthony
pass
Gordon,
here. Gordon's in. Pass it back now.
Chance to put it in. Oh, and he did the right thing. Go on, Louis Miley. You know what? I watched this little highlight of Lewis Miley versus PSG, and I love watching the individual highlights.
Yeah.
Because you really get an appreciation for the things that sort of, when you're pissed up or whatever, things that go unnoticed. And he's such a neat and tidy footballer who very rarely makes a wrong decision.
Yeah.
His decision making, his football brain is fantastic. So I'm thinking, if you have some consistent Premier League and Champions League football, you're going to soak that up because you're already a very smart lad.
Yes. I saw something that Eddie Howe said. Correct me if I'm wrong if he said this or not, but he basically was saying that you could have signed another midfielder in the summer. And because Miley was so impressive in pre-season, you decided against it, which is such a testament to such a young kid. He must be top quality.
Yeah, I mean,
has he come through from the get-go, like, 8, 9-year-old?
Newcastle born and bred.
Wow. Where do you know where he's from in Newcastle?
I don't actually, but one thing that I seen on the old Twitter, which gave me serious hopes, was the youngest English Champions League footballers ever.
Yes.
Phil Foden.
Michael Owen's got to be in there.
Phil Foden, Jude Bellingham, Lewis Miley.
What? How old was Owen when he came through?
Owen wasn't in the Champions League for a while. Remember, it was UEFA Cup football for Liverpool. So they're the 3 youngest ever, and I'm like, well, you're in good. If you're half the player, that Bellingham and fucking Foden will be very happy.
Maybe we need to a roundtable debate when we're talking about who's better, Bellingham, Foden, or Miley.
Imagine. I was just talking about that at the start of the stream about how, because that Bellingham debate that we had has aged very well for me. Because I was genuinely watching quite a bit of Real Madrid, just wondering how he was going to get on, and Craig hadn't been watching. So
I think when you've got an English player that is definitely world class, probably in the top 5, in the world right now in his position, you can't argue against that. You have to stand up and watch it. It makes me want to watch the league more. Who are the
best 3 players in world football right now in terms of form, spectacle?
Yeah.
In terms of you want to tune in just to watch that one player.
Yeah.
I would say good football here from Bruno Guimaraes. Chance to cross in, and it's against the first man.
Who was
Luke
that?
Shaw.
Was that Miley?
Miley's crossed it in there.
Yeah. Fuck me, he does look like a kid when you see him there.
Mate, he's got such a little fucking boy face, but he's 6'3", that's where I look at him and I go, when you start growing into your physicality, because 17, mate,
he'll be taller.
You're a fraction of what you're going to be, right?
Yeah.
When he starts hitting the weight room and training up and whatever, he could be a physical force as well as a technical force.
Yeah.
And we might be looking at someone who, I don't know what level he'll ever be at, but like I look at another Geordie lad who was a midfielder who was very tall, Michael Carrick.
Yes.
If he's as good as him, I'll be fucking more than happy because Carrick had a great career.
He did.
Kieran Trippier had to cross this ball back in after a failed corner.
And he's a good manager as well, Carrick now. Hey?
Yeah, I know he's doing all right with Borough, right?
Yeah, Borough. I don't know what the final results today. There was a load of goals in that.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about from Tino Livramento. Getting rid of it.
Love him.
Although it's straight back to Bruno Fernandes, which is slightly worrying. My only worry about this is we've clearly been the better side. And we've not taken advantage.
Yeah.
And that is never good.
I don't think Man United are going to get better. Like, why would they get better in this game? They've had to play a tough Champions League game. Like, I don't see them getting form through this game. Well, you're only going to get more stronger.
I don't know.
The crowds are going to be all over you.
Well, we had one extra day of rest, but we also played a very detrimental game to the fitness because we were defending like dogs. But you guys found out that as long as we don't concede or anything, in the second half, we maintain our tempo quite well. We fly out. And sometimes a lot of teams give a lot of effort. They're defending, right?
But you had an extra day, right? The PSG game was on Tuesday, wasn't it? And Man United were playing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Let's speak no bones about it. That Man United game was just as knackering for them as it was for you. I know you didn't make any subs, but still.
I think emotionally for them.
Yeah.
Ironically.
And still physically even as well.
We were pretty fucked emotionally.
Yes.
But we weren't supposed to beat PSG.
No. You can rationalise that in a positive way.
Whereas what happened to Man United was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I don't know who will be better mentally, but I fancy our chances in the second half if it stays 0-0.
Have you got any players coming back from injury soon?
Apparently, Callum Wilson, Sven Botman are getting better, and Joe Willock isn't as bad as first feared.
Good.
But again, it's pretty much this is what we've got for the next few weeks.
And think about it, December is one of the worst times to have an injury crisis. Yeah, literally.
Thank God for January transfer window.
Yeah, you're gonna need to spend.
It looks like Calvin Phillips is the guy.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't either.
Like, he's a good player, but is he going to be a great player?
No.
Do you know what though, Eddie Howe?
I'm worried
Eddie
about
Howe
how
will
much
probably
we
make
spend
him a
on
world beater. Eddie, do you know what? Why
how
not
much
alone?
is he worth?
Why not alone?
Shout out to the chat, right? How much is Calvin Phillips worth? Tell us. Let us know.
I think you're not going to get him for anything less than 50 if you buy him.
I think
you should just go alone.
I would hate that.
Yeah.
I would hate that.
Good ball by Rashford. Garnacho's at the far post. He didn't fancy the header.
That is lovely defending from Kieran Trippier. How clever the way he sort of flicked that on there.
25, 30, 45, 20, 30, 35, 25. If he's going to go for anything less than 50, I will be incredibly surprised.
I'd be really disappointed if we spent anywhere near 50 million on a player that limited.
Yeah, you guys are all right, by the way, in terms of like what his actual value is. But in terms of what he'll go for...
Switch it.
In terms of what he'll go for, it'll be expensive. It'll be really, really expensive.
Yeah, he's not worth that shit.
Yeah. A loan would be a smart move for everyone, though, if you think about it. Like, he plays for you.
I think he's going to be a loan.
Yeah, but that's the way it's
going to be a loan because of we're still so restricted by FFP.
Yes. I wouldn't do an obligation to buy even. I would just do a straight loan, see how he gets on. If he does well, then buy him.
We're seeing a lot of 25 to 35, which I think,
Isak, come on.
Come on, Isak.
Shoot.
Oh,
piss poor shot. Really piss poor shot. He sort of side-footed that, didn't he? He didn't really connect with it, and it's just bounced out wide.
He's not had his best game so far. And he's got to turn the pace on him, Isak. I wish he would have just tried to commit Maguire. Maguire's slow, man. Just go after him.
He got a hamstring injury previously, Isak, didn't he?
I can't remember what the knock was.
I have a small feeling that he's not accelerating in that way because he'd be a little bit worried about that hamstring.
Mate, I've been playing FIFA a little bit today.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Thought I'd have
We're calling it FC. What is it called? EAFC 24. Yeah.
Newcastle players on it. They're not as good as they are in real life. I played Chelsea. I thought, fuck me.
Yeah.
You'd think Chelsea were on steroids compared to us. Yeah.
I mean, we've got shit ratings, let alone.
Mate,
so
your lot are fucking world beaters compared to Newcastle. I was gutted.
Miley's probably like a 60.
Mate, he's not even worth looking at.
Yeah,
I'm like, you need to update this now.
We need to get you into Football Manager, mate. That's the old man's game now over FIFA.
Get rid of it. Come on. Get rid of it, lads.
I bloody love Football Manager. What a game. Wasted a lot
Oh,
of
come on, ref.
Younger years playing that game.
Are you joking? That wasn't a push.
Bruno's got it on the edge of the area. Fernandez, that is. So what's happened with Højlund as well? He must.
He's not starting. He's gone for
on the bench.
I don't know why.
He's on the bench.
Mate, they've got so much talent on the bench compared to us. It's a joke. And this is the thing. Why when people compare Eddie Howe and Ten Hag, I'm like, what? What are we saying here? Do you know how many millions we're talking about in difference in squad value? This is like, oh well, money doesn't make. Oh, fuck off, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'd love to see you take over the reins of Newcastle on Football Manager.
Imagine.
That would be brilliant.
Go on.
Almiron's in here on his left foot.
Oh, you fucking useless pile of shit!
He spooned.
He's fucking shite, man. Honestly, we might as well just fly in a fucking 100-meter sprinter because he can run quick, but he can't do shite else.
Is he right-footed, Almiron?
He's left-footed.
Oh. You gotta love it, haven't you? I didn't know that, by the way, guys. I didn't set that one up.
Actually left-footed.
I actually didn't know.
He shoots like he's the other foot. Yeah.
Oh,
fucking
dear.
Hell. I love I've grown to love Almiron. Like his energy, his spirit, and all of that. And he looks like he should speak like Mickey Mouse or whatever. He looks very friendly, but I'm not all fucking frustrated with the prick.
Yeah, we've known that you need to replace that position for a while.
Mate, Man United have just gone literally route one. Can you believe what we're watching? Tony Pulis football for Manchester United.
Joelinton, he did very well to keep the ball there. Joelinton, really well. Look how high you're pressing here.
Mate, get into the fucking soft pricks. That's shite, man. Get into them. I can't believe I'm talking like this about Man United. It's hilarious. But they're literally showing us their arse so much. Like, we're just dominant here.
Yeah.
But we need to put the ball in the net.
So
then we'll draw them out and then we'll pulverize them.
Yeah.
Could be fucking... Go on. Oh. That's a push. The push is not counting in the
soft,
box.
very soft.
You fucking pricks.
Very soft. I like this one from David Anderson. Thank you for writing in. He said that the Man United...
Oh, did you see that from Miley?
Yes, I did.
He's got it, hasn't he?
He's good. Bang.
Whatever it is,
Bang.
He's got it.
Oh, I'm on here. Let's see what he can do with it. He doesn't fancy the cross. He sold Trippier an absolute shit pass, hospital pass, that was.
That little thing from Miley, I'm like...
That's where you know.
He's got it. This guy's going to be a star.
I shout it.
The drink's kicking.
Let's go crazy. No, I don't think that's too
crazy. I feel
crazy.
it.
I don't think that's too crazy. United wage bill 223 million. Newcastle's wage bill 63. Mad. It's mad.
Hilarious,
David, if that's true, you got
that is hilarious.
That's a brilliant stat.
Go on.
Pass.
Oh, free kick. Kieran Trippier distance, baby.
Give it to Livramento, mate. I've seen him take him.
Mate.
I've seen him take him.
Whack it.
He knows what he's doing. He just Googled it. David Googled it, and Google, as I've said many times, never lies. Did you know that? It's never lied to me, Google.
Harry Maguire gives away a free kick about 25 yards out.
Yeah.
You would think that this is good distance for Kieran Trippier. However, Fabian Shaw can hit them.
Look at the little Bruno sitting in front of this, trying to get in their heads. Just piss off, Bruno.
With all due
I
respect,
hate him.
Do you think you're doing anything,
him.
mate?
Yeah,
do you think,
honestly.
Do you think you standing in front of a free kick makes one iota of difference to any of us?
Like, I remember, United captains back in the day, and he embarrasses them. He embarrasses.
Can everyone like the stream, by the way? Really appreciate everyone watching. We've got a free kick here. Kieran Trippier.
Like for this to go in.
Come on.
Oh, I love this. Garnacho's lying down behind the wall.
Garnacho's lying down the way Man United lie down in this game. To be fair, they've nearly made it at half time without conceding, and they've had the odd good chance.
Yeah.
But I would give anything to see this at the back of the net. Come on.
Just get this in. Just get this top bins. What's he saying? Is he saying to Joel Linton to get in the wall here? He isn't doing it. He isn't listening.
He doesn't speak English.
I mean, they're literally going, move over, move over.
They're literally walking forward the minute he goes to take this. Isn't that mad?
Bang.
Oh! From Kieran Trippier! What a free kick, and he didn't score.
That was exquisite free kick taking. It was millimetres away from going in. It bounces off the bar, down into the goal area. It doesn't go anywhere near over the line.
Do you know what's more annoying about this? We're dominating these pricks, and if we don't win, it'll be even more annoying. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I was saying before the stream, I'm sure you said you were listening.
Yeah.
I've never seen us play Man United and have Man United turn up and go, yeah, you're the better side.
Mate, you were
I've
favourites.
never seen this.
You were strong favourites.
I've never seen this before.
You were strong favourites. Yeah.
Go on.
And that is how far you have come and how far they have dwindled.
And under Ten Hag and Eddie Howe, and yet people still say Ten Hag is the guy. Fair enough, he may be. I don't
team in
believe
the Premier
it.
League.
But right now, go on. Oh, you fucking moron! Almiron, if you had a brain, you'd be dangerous, you fucking idiot. You're a fucking thick footballer. Your football brain doesn't exist.
He does it over and over.
Oh, mate, he's so dumb.
I know.
He's such a dumbass.
I know.
Sick of it, man. If he was...
Bring on Lewis Hall at half-time and stick Livramento on the wing. Come on. Mate, you're all over them. Since I've been here, I haven't even seen them have a shot.
We've been all over them, mate. But this is the annoying thing is, when you're all over them, you need to make it count.
You do. You need to score.
And these fuckers, Man United, are the kings of playing terribly and scoring.
Yeah.
They're a shit football team, but they have good strikers of the ball. And I'll give them credit for that. They've got talent that money bought them. Nothing to do with their coaching, nothing to do with the manager. And yet the blind fans that they've got don't seem to be able to wake up and realise that. Fair play. You keep enjoying Ten Hag, love Ten Hag. I'm all for it. Keep Ten Hag as long as fucking possible because we're dominating you. And this is the third game in a row we've dominated you, by the way.
Yeah.
Third game in a row. I've never known this in my life.
Yeah, with a B team.
Yeah, the last one was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
We didn't even play a striker.
Yeah,
it was
got
mental.
a significant amount of injuries.
And you know what? There must be some Man United fans out there.
Trippier.
Oh, beautiful
He's
by
done
Trippier.
so
Go
well
on,
there. Amron, keep it on, please. Oh,
Yeah,
well
we'll take
done.
that.
He's done well there.
But the Man United fans who say, "Oh, you're just a Man United hater, that's why you hate Ten Hag," I'm like, when in your life have you seen your team play Newcastle United and get dominated 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
It's never happened in my life. Yeah. So you think I'm talking shit? Man, keep him. I love him more than any of you fucker. But I'm just trying to spit facts. Like, I'm just trying to say the truth.
That was a foul there as well.
Yeah.
I have to say, I think if I was, like I keep saying to all my Man United friends, I keep saying, you are the ones that should be holding them up to a higher standard. Like, you've slipped so far away from what you used to be.
But
that you're unrecognisable.
By the narrative of, it's so hard because it's just harder at Man United and all of that. Like, there's all a million excuses because they love Ten Hag, and I'm like, you keep loving him. I hope you do. Support him to the bitter end. Love it.
Yeah.
Keep him as long as possible.
Yeah. You're going to start singing "We Want Him to Stay."
Oh, mate,
you're going to be there.
This is identical to the way I felt about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when I was like, maybe I shouldn't be saying how shit he is.
Yeah, this is how I felt about Arsene Wenger.
Go on.
He's gone off there.
He's gone off.
It was
Isak's not looking himself today. Like,
yeah, he's hobbling there a bit, mate. He didn't look good at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he didn't look good there.
Then what about the League Cup final? The League Cup final, Man United were in up. Marcus Rashford and Casemiro were in the form of their lives. And on the day, they performed. Every Man United fan will tell you, if they're being honest, we were the better side that day. So that's 4 games in a row now. We've proven that we've outplayed you. In 4 games in a row. We lost the League Cup final. I would have loved to have won it. I'm not going to take that away from you. I'm not chatting shit. Of course, I would have loved to have won that. But if you watch the game of football is about repeatable processes. Individual brilliances can make a difference. But Newcastle are dominating you. Look at this.
They're
in the middle.
Oh my God, it nearly goes in. It's a deflection off Maguire. It nearly trickles in.
Mate, they're getting dominated
here. My Lord. Livramento, what a run from the kid. Look at this. Good ball as well. Unlucky.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to say this now. Who wants to win the League Cup? And it might be because I know that we're going to lose on December the 19th. But look, who wants to even win it? Maybe I'm setting it up, right?
No, I
don't want to win it.
I wanted to win it. But what I'm saying is, in multiple football matches, Newcastle now in a row are outplaying Man United and looking like the better football side. And you've got combined 11s where Newcastle are winning them over and over again.
Consistently.
That's not look, whoever finishes higher, great. Yada, yada, yada. But I just think that everything I'm saying about Ten Hag is being proven by the difference in Newcastle and Man United now. He should be doing much better with this set of players than what he is. There's no style of play. And you've literally parked the bus against Newcastle. I never thought I'd see the day, man. Like, I don't believe what I'm watching here. It's mad.
The fall-off is massive.
The
fall-off is absolutely massive. And they need Radcliffe to come in as soon as
Man United park the bus.
As soon as possible. Yeah, who would have thought
It's just like...
Who would have thought
It's like Tommy Fury shit, this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is going on? We're the YouTubers. Do you know what I mean?
Oh. Come on. Bang.
Good. You know what it is? I'll give Maguire credit again. He's probably been Man United's best player here.
I mean, I did say it on the kickoff, Brian. I said he's underrated. I think he deserved to still be at Man United, and I was laughed at.
Yeah, he's still shite.
I was laughed at.
But no, he's actually...
Come on.
Because it's all defending, he's definitely being relied upon, and he's showing that he's committed. I'll give him that. Go on, have it. Oh, what the fuck was that? Who was that? Fabian Shaw blasts it over the bar.
Which manager should United get in? Well, Allegri. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Allegri, actually. Juve are getting rid.
To be honest, take your pick.
See him there.
I don't know how you can be that much worse than Ten Hag, any of them. Like, any of these top managers. Man United are a great, fucking massive club. Everyone would want to fucking manage them.
I mean, they should be going for the biggest managers in the world.
Someone said, repeatable, Man United have dominated Newcastle for decades. Absolutely. Why did they? They spent more money. They had better manager, better players. Now, they spent more money, but they're not dominating. So what's going wrong there? Do you know what I mean? Think about it. Even if Newcastle lose today, whatever happens, like Newcastle are on the right trajectory, be based on the football. Yes, you can have the odd moment of brilliance that gets you out of trouble, but that's not going to be enough to win trophies in terms of the big trophies that Man United should be winning. It's clear as day. And it staggers me that so many... And look, there's brethren bias, as fucking KG likes to call it, right? There's your own club. You can't always view your own club the way people who don't support them can, right? And I find it easy to look at my club without rose-tinted specs because I always have. I've slagged Newcastle players off more than anyone, but that's because I know what I don't let my love for the club cloud my judgment. A lot of lads on YouTube do that, you know what I mean? And especially the pundits as well, like Gary Neville. We've finished a half-time 0-0. How it's 0-0 is purely just because of a little bit of unlucky with the Kieran Trippier free kick. Could have an inch lower, it goes in. And a little bit of a better shooting accuracy from the lads. You know, the Almiron shot, there's a good few chances. But look, I mean, God knows what the stats are going to be like.
I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look at it now.
I'll let Josh Meister General bring them up.
Pulling that up now. So 60% possession for Newcastle. You've had 1.3 expected goals. They've had 0.09. You've had 14 shots to 2 for them. You've had 2 on target out of 14.
That is exactly why we're not winning.
Disgrace.
That's why we're not winning.
And then they've had 1 on target. You've had 4 corners to 0. So I don't think it's overstating it to say that you've absolutely dominated that game so far. They've not had a look in at all.
Yeah,
that is as dominant as I've seen a Newcastle versus Man United game in a long time.
Yeah,
really is.
I'm going to put the old half time.
There's a lot to be proud of there. By the way, Nathan, I was joking about not wanting to win the League Cup. I would, give my firstborn son to get another trophy again, just to see it.
Newcastle dominating, but just haven't taken our chances.
Xabi Alonso as a shout for Man United manager would be excellent. Why the hell would he go there? He's this young up-and-coming manager doing wonders for Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. He's waiting for the Real Madrid.
I would go for the man who's the most like Alex Ferguson.
David Moyes.
The chosen one. No,
harshly treated.
I always felt like style-wise, the most like Alex Ferguson. Oh, we've got the XG. 1.58 for Newcastle, 0.09 for Man United.
I love that you're following this account because it's one of my favourite accounts.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm going to have to give you the book. It's a very interesting book.
The guy who I feel like is most like Alex Ferguson is the Real Madrid manager,
Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah,
love
his style.
Love it.
If you remember the Alex Ferguson way, and it fucked Newcastle regularly, so I remember it brutally. Is wingers. He would have great wingers who would stretch teams, attacking midfielders, good football, fast, free-flowing, exciting football. Also a bit of bite in the tackle, and a crazy goal scorer. Ancelotti plays very similar to the Alex Ferguson style, and I think that he would be a match made in heaven for them because he's one of the few men who could take over Old Trafford and be like, "I'm what?
Yeah.
What? This isn't a big deal to me." Whereas everyone else gets there and they shit themselves, and the only one who hasn't really is Mourinho, and he's the best guy that they've had.
He's got one of the best TVs in football management, Ancelotti. He would walk into that club and he would shut a lot of people up and he'd tell them where to go.
He's one of the few blokes who can hold a candle to Fergie's CV, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
He's one of the few who can go...
I would love to see Carlo come back to Chelsea one day. I don't think it will happen, but I'd love to see
top manager, isn't
he? Yeah, top manager. Top 5 in the world manager. Easy.
I know people are saying in the chat there's Diego Simeone. Look, Simeone,
he's going to sign a contract.
Simeone is a great manager, but he's not a Man United manager.
He's going to sign a fucking brand new Atletico contract. He'll be there for 20 years.
He's going to be there till the end of time, basically.
He loves it there. He loves it in Madrid. Like he'll be happy.
He's made for that, and as much as I'm kind of glad because I really like him as a person. And I thought when Newcastle got taken over, I'm like, you know what? Simeone is a potential great manager for a club like Newcastle. You know, to try and disrupt the power. And he very much could do that, but his style of football is fucking horrendous.
Yeah, you don't want it now.
I don't want it.
You don't want him in now. You don't. And he's going to be there at Atletico, and he's going to have an absolutely wonderful time. And you've got a fantastic English manager that wants to be there, who's pushing the boundaries, and he's actually proving a lot of people wrong. And do you know what? Simeone has the feeling to me, if he did come to Newcastle, he could be a bit of a flop in the Premier League.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't know how it translates. I don't know how his intensity would translate into the Premier League. I think he'd find it tough. It would be definitely tough for acclimatisation period. So bear in mind, he spent his whole managerial career pretty much in the Liga as well. He's been there for a long time.
Let me know in the chat where you think Manchester United finish in the league this season. I'm asking because right now they're in the top 6. They're 6th place. However, they've had some very kind fixtures. And I expect them to, you know, with Newcastle, is it Chelsea coming up?
Yep.
They've got a few tougher fixtures than what they've had. Like, they've been beaten like Fulham, Burnley, and the like, as expected. We've got 7th, 6th, 5th, 7th, above Newcastle, 7th, 4th, 8th, 5th, 7th. So between 7th and 5th currently is what we're seeing a lot of.
So Chelsea, Bournemouth, Bayern, Liverpool, West Ham, Villa, Forest and Spurs.
I'm just noticing we had a super chat. Maguire is back. Absolute scenes if he scores. Next one.
An own goal.
Love seeing more kickoffs. Much appreciated, mate. And we will be doing more. Tomorrow, we got the 4 o'clock. City versus Spurs. The round table is back. A big love to Josh for stepping in tonight.
Yeah, I made it just in time. Sorry I was late.
And no, I'm asking because really, if Man United spend all this money after finishing 3rd and go backwards, I don't know how Ten Hag keeps his job then.
I think there's a chance he loses his job anyway when Radcliffe comes in and gets his hands on the management staff. I think that could happen. We saw it with our boys. They came in and they said, Tuchel, we want him to stay. He's a great manager. He's won the Champions League, etc., etc. And bear in mind, Ten Hag has not been anywhere near that. He's won a trophy, but he's not been anywhere near what Tuchel did. And then, you know, when the moment they could show him the door, they showed him the door because they wanted their own guy. They wanted to appoint someone in their own mould. And Radcliffe is going to want to do that as well. He'll want to take over the team. He'll make a lot of transfers. I can't see him keeping the management staff the same for a long period of time. So Ten Hag arguably might be on borrowed time regardless. The
Ten Hag thing, this is the thing that, for me, if I'm a Man United fan, I'm watching this going, we've always been better than Newcastle. Always. They beat us at the end of last season, 2-0, should have been 5. They beat us this season in the League Cup, 3-0, could have been more. They're now dominating us again in another game. What is going on? Like we're seeing them clearly pulling away from us. And yeah, we might nick enough results to be better than Newcastle in the league table, but we're really neck and neck with Newcastle now. Like that alone, when you've spent more money than us, when like everything about Manchester United should be better than Newcastle's. If that isn't an eye opener to the problems with Ten Hag, I don't know what is. Like, it blows my mind how some people are just so stubborn and unable to accept reality.
Shall we do a bit of looking into a crystal ball here and try and predict the future about the end of the season, about Man United more generally? Because I think there's a relatively high likelihood that they go out of the Champions League. Would you disagree with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it's not in their own hands, is it? They're relying on favours. So that says all about the shit show that their campaign has been. And to be fair, most of that, well, some of that is down to Onana. He's had a horrendous Champions League campaign. I mean, I don't see European success there for them at all.
No. So they're going to go out of the Champions League. Not only are they going out of the Champions League, it's actually more likely that they'll finish bottom and they won't even get Europa League football. Yeah. So if they then go to the end of the season and they aren't in the Champions League places again, and
I think they'll be top 6.
Yeah. But they haven't had the Europa League, the sort of Europa League to stifle their progress.
Yeah.
And they still don't qualify for the Champions League. If they finish 5th or 6th, you know, and don't win a trophy.
If they don't go into the Europa League and they don't have other football, they might squeeze top 4 by a miracle. but they don't look like a top 4 side in the slightest.
There's a lot of pressure this year, though, isn't there? You know, Villa are still going to be up there. Spurs are going to be up there.
Yeah.
You know,
we're going to be up there. Hopefully.
By a small miracle, Chelsea might be challenging. You know,
yeah.
So there's a lot of teams. You know, with you notwithstanding, there are a lot of teams up there that are going to be challenging.
Well, there's only one place left, right? It's Arsenal, Liverpool,
If
City.
it's 4.
So
if it's 4.
So, and ironically, the reason it might not be 4.
Yeah.
Is because of Man United.
Classic.
Because of how bad they are.
Yeah.
They've performed so badly in the Champions League that they may strip a Champions League place away from the Premier League. How mental is that?
It would be mental, and it would be gutting.
We'd literally be the whole Premier League would be looking at Man United going, cheers, you fucking pricks.
And let's be honest, it's kind of likely to happen, to be honest with you. With the state
what
of
do
the
we
group
need for them to do? I don't remember.
They need to beat Bayern, and they need the other game to be a draw, if I remember correctly. So that, you know, that's not likely. In fact, I'd like to know what the odds are on that. It's not likely that happens.
Them beating Bayern would be a surprise, just purely. But Bayern
dead rubber though
are already through.
Dead rubber for Bayern. Yeah.
So they can just play the kids, right?
Now, the interesting part of that is that Tuchel will be coming back to England for one of the first times in a long time. I think it is at Old Trafford, correct?
Yeah, it is at Old Trafford.
So he'll be coming back to England. He'll want to prove a point. And also, it will be Harry Kane coming back to England for the first time since he's gone. So there's a bit of narrative there. And maybe Tuchel will want to prove a point to show that he's back and that he is an elite manager. And that, because remember, they drew the last game as well. And that was a fairly, drab game for Bayern.
Who drew?
Bayern drew.
With
their last game.
All right, okay.
So, you know, I think there are a lot of question marks on Bayern at the moment, and they've got to show that they are sort of like Champions League worthy, you know, winning worthy team. So
I was surprised at how easy they found it against Man United at home. Like, they're really pissed with them. I want to shout out Andrew, 1979. He says, Jesus, every time I come off the kickoff, it's the same thing over and over again. Literally, bro. We're watching Manchester United. We're talking about Manchester United. What did you expect, you fucking prick? Fuck off. All right? But thanks for watching.
We do love you, though.
No, I do. Hit the like button. Though.
We do.
But no, don't moan about it when we're literally talking about Man United when we're supposed to be, you fucking dickhead. Newcastle underperforming in the group of death, someone said. Yeah, I think we've been giving it our absolute best. We just don't have the squad. If Newcastle had a fully fit 11 in every game, I think we might have qualified. But I think that it's just been too taxing on us. And I don't expect us to go through. Part of me is thinking it might be better if we don't make Europa League, just so that because our squad clearly isn't capable of handling Europe and the Premier League. And I think that would be much better for us in the long term. A, we might have a chance of challenging for the top 4 this season. And B, then we can rest our legs. And then now we've had a taste of Champions League, the owners can go, right, we know what we actually need. We need to spend another 200 million. To bolster defence, midfield, attack, the whole lot. And then we'll be ready. But right now, we're nowhere. And also, we've had bad luck this season. Like, it's not just been... You don't automatically get fucking 13 injuries when you enter the Champions League. It's been bad luck as well. So, yeah, we'll see. I do... For the person who asked before, I do think Arsenal have a chance of winning the title, for sure. I watched the... the Everton-Nottingham Forest game.
Yes. What was that like?
Terrible. And I mean this with respect. If you're an Everton or Forest fan, look, I know what it's like to have a team battling relegation. You know your shit. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. I'm not saying this is in banter. But it was like one of those movies that you turn up for and you kind of stay just because you're like, wow, this is really bad. It's actually ironically bad. I'm actually enjoying how bad it is.
Yeah.
And it was like two really bad boxers who have no defense, no technique, but it's kind of entertaining because a bit like YouTube boxing. Like, you're like, who the fuck's going to win? Because this is so poor, but it's crazy poor and it's fun. And it looked like two newbies playing at the top level. And although Everton have like been at the top level for a while, you wouldn't have known it, but they were the better side and they deserved to win. But Forest looked horrendous.
I have to say though, mate, we've just got to put it into some context for a second. I'm looking at the table now. If Everton hadn't had that points deduction, they would be above Chelsea.
Oh God,
Not good.
No, with all due respect, like with all due respect, you and Joey say a lot of things.
Oh my God, that's depressing, isn't it?
That's so that bad. Really fucks you and Joey's.
Yeah.
Because you always like to be positive.
Yeah.
And that when you hear Sean Dyche with a relegation squad is outperforming Pochettino. There's no excuse good enough.
Something's going wrong.
There's you can be like, oh, it's a new squad, it's this, it's just none of it is good enough. There's not one thing anyone can say that makes me go, yeah, fine, fair enough. There is no way Pochettino is not underperforming.
Yeah.
At that point, you have to admit that. Because
I think the squad. I think for me, it's more the squad's underperforming as opposed to him as a manager, because I think he's got to try and impart his ideas as quickly as he can. I wouldn't blame him. I don't think you can.
Do you know when we tell ourselves things?
Yeah. Is that one of those ones?
If the squad's underperforming, he's underperforming. Do you know what I mean?
There's some mitigating circumstances. We've had a lot of injuries.
We just put a clip out today about the Everton thing and what it means for Chelsea and City. And we then go, so what does that mean for Chelsea then? And Josh goes, well, it's complicated, isn't it?
That was a good moment. I did enjoy it.
This fucking prick. Honestly.
Dear. Well, we've got a striker now that is going to be on top form. He's going to be alert. He's going to be, hungry. He's going to be... he's going to be alert.
Oh. If there's one thing he's definitely keen to do, it's impress now.
Make amends.
He's got all the motivation in the world, right? He knows that it's not only his goal-scoring bonus in his contract, but he also gets a little present from Astrid.
Get a vid.
Oh, we're going in on Nick. Jackson's getting it big time tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Just for clarity now, before we go into it tomorrow, it wasn't him.
Oh, was it not?
No,
okay.
No. But we can say it is.
Do you know?
Apparently it wasn't. Yeah.
Really?
There's been Chelsea fans, and get this, chap. There's been Chelsea fans, right, that have been forensically analysing the voice, almost like those hostage negotiators where they're like, oh, is that the mastermind criminal, or is that actually the guy that we saw in the street? Like, are we trying to find out who it is? And then we're doing some voice analysis, and that note was 3 decibels sort of quieter than the other one, so it can't be him.
Do you believe that it wasn't him? Really?
I've
why do you believe that?
Basically, I've listened to his press conferences and when he's speaking, and it does sound very different.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Clip.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out.
We'll find out. And do you know what, Brian? You and I will sit on that table tomorrow, and we will really analyse that voice.
Oh, I want to.
We will go through it. We'll go.
I'd love that.
Nicholas Jackson press conference, Ashford Whitcliffe.
I'm all into the crime stuff. I want to give a shout out to Jessica Noble. She's always supporting the streams.
She
Big
is.
love. Much appreciated. You're a legend. Thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate you. You keep going on about transfer fees by Ten Hag, yet he's only spent $6 million more than Eddie Howe since he joined Newcastle. Is there a reason for that, being that Newcastle, when Eddie Howe took over, were battling relegation, and when Ten Hag took over, Man United were in the top 6? So therefore, can you do the math? I'm sorry for being...
the math ain't mathing.
I'm sorry for being patronising, but I don't know what else to say.
You're on form tonight. You're going for him.
Like, we did not have a squad that was just like, oh, we just need a few players here and there. We needed open heart surgery. You know what they said about Man United needed? We actually did need that. Go on, Livermore. Go on.
He's doing another run. He did this the other day.
Newcastle are all over Man United immediately. No, I'm not being a prick or anything, but like, when you're battling relegation and you spend 400 million, you expect to jump a few places. Maybe enter the top 8, yeah? Maybe even the top 6 if you're lucky. Thank you. If you're in the top 6 and you spend 400 million, well, then you should be challenging. I think that's just common sense, like, you know what I mean? And Ten Hag's a mile away from challenging.
What do you think about that flat cap?
Jessica Noble should be on the payroll. What a legend. Go on, Bruno. Give him a rush. Cross in.
Oh, Luke Shaw blocks it. It's gone out for a corner. That was very close. Joel Linton's going mad. He's chewed up the crowd there. That was brilliant.
Good defending from Luke Shaw. What I will say is, some fullbacks, they're not great at being central defenders. Shaw actually is pretty solid. He's actually decent.
We ain't scoring. Come on, boys and girls. You are going to score tonight. You are. I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Cue goal.
Corner ball to Newcastle. It's fizzed in.
Let's have the header.
Oh,
Maguire didn't want that. Bring it down. Gordon's got the ball on the left-hand side.
Gordon didn't get in on the match as much as he could have done in the first half. So he's getting the fans G'd up. He's won a corner here.
Is he?
And Kieran Trippier, Captain Trips, is coming over. He's not our captain officially. He's second in line, but he feels like the captain. And you know what? What I love about us is we have got multiple leaders, and I think that is so key. And that's why we'll win a trophy with this lot. It's the first time I've ever... even when I was a young lad, I never thought we'd win a trophy. Even with Kevin Keegan, even with Bobby Robson, I never thought we're going to win a trophy. I do now.
What's the first one you're going to win? Call it.
I hope it's the FA Cup.
Oh, that would be a good one.
I'd love that. But I'll take the League Cup. I'll take anything. Let's be real. Fucking hell. I'm like Jackson at Chelsea.
We brought it back. We brought it back.
It's a good callback.
Save it for tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Save it for tomorrow. It's going to be a wonderful conversation.
Mate, I've already been on to Joey about it, you know.
Well, what have you said to him?
I can't repeat it. But, go on. Oh, and it's crossed in. Almiron. Fabian Shaw plays it inside. Oh, that is piss poor. And now we're giving away. Get in there, Kieran Trippier. God, that was a beautiful tackle. Fucking love it.
You need this crowd to be banging tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You need this crowd to be bang up for it, yeah.
If we don't win the day, I'll be so disappointed because we've been bloody all over these fucking pricks.
Look at that. Luke Shaw with a wonderful clearance. He actually has been playing okay at centre back.
Oh mate, I actually, do you know when they said Luke Shaw centre back, I was like, oh, I actually do think he's decent at centre back.
We've seen so many Man United fans talking about how desperate they are to see him at left back though, and tonight they just whack it.
I think the fact that Varane has not started at centre back is
worrying.
Well, it proves that when Luke Shaw starts ahead of you at centre back,
yes,
you're gone.
Yes,
and I think the clever thing that Ten Hag has done, and I will give him some credit, is we've got a very mobile striker in Isak. Usually, he doesn't look quite as mobile at the moment, but you want someone with quick legs, and Luke Shaw is probably a bit more mobile than Varane, maybe. So maybe that was what he was thinking, but. And he can play, you know what I mean?
He can.
Good tackle from Jamal Lascelles. And there's a chance for Newcastle to go forward. And it's in to
Gordon.
Anthony Gordon plays it. Tino Livramento picks it up.
Oh, it's good football here. They're passing it around well.
Mate.
Come on. Gordon's in.
Oh, and it's so unlucky from Anthony Gordon, but we'll win it back in the final third. And Bruno Guimaraes turns Bruno Fernandes around. Oh, I tell you what. Do you know how comfortable we're making this look, mate? You know what I mean? We're a proper side, aren't we?
Control it.
Oh, he's done well, Kieran Trippier.
Oh
no! Oh, he did everything right, but the final ball, Kieran Trippier nutmegged Garnacho.
Counter.
Oh, that was gorgeous. That was sexual. That was chocolate. Thank you. Wow.
Martial just slows it down. Typical.
Oh no!
You as Man United again. You've been waiting for players like that.
Man United are looking for the draw
They're
here.
So bad at
Man United
selling
playing
players.
for a draw.
Like we had a lot of stick about how much net spend we got, but fucking hell, at least we got some money for our boys.
Mate,
Man United, you're going to get nothing for Martial,
the thing
nothing
that's annoying
for Varane,
me, bro,
nothing for
is
Casemiro.
we're not scoring yet,
Yeah.
and we should have scored by now. That is the scary thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, Man United are moving on the high wages. I do see the logic in that.
Good luck.
There's rumours of Varane, Casemiro going.
Where they're going?
I can only imagine Saudi.
Yeah, but that's easy to say, but actually to do the deals, it's not going to be easy.
Mate, if anyone at Newcastle is talking to the Saudi lot, they should just say, whatever we do, don't give Man United any money. Fuck those players.
Or take the players, but give them a shit deal. You know, don't give them any transfer fee at least. Because they're not worth a huge transfer fee.
Are you joking, ref? Come on.
That's a foul.
What we saying? Got money on Newcastle, need this. Yeah, I thought this would be...
I love that.
I thought the game would go exactly like this. I just thought we'd score more. You know what I mean? I didn't think it would be that difficult for us to find the net. But we've just not... It's down to our shooting accuracy, actually. That's the problem.
Is a 0-0 a good result?
No.
Okay.
We've got to win this. We beat them 3-0 at Old Trafford. They're shit. They've got good finishers, but they're a shit football team. And we need to bury them. I think Chelsea are a better football side, and we put 4 past them.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I agree.
We should be beating them.
I agree.
Apparently, someone said Saka and Jesus are fighting. What does that mean? What are you saying?
Didn't see that.
I don't know what you mean.
Fighting for the position.
If Alan Shearer was up front, what would the score be? 3-0.
Yeah, he'd have access.
No, like with this level of chance creation, I think Shearer doesn't get the respect because a lot of people don't understand what he was like in his prime. But like for me, checking to see if Alan Shearer had scored and saying, "Yep," like. Because we didn't have like the ability to watch live streams at 3 p.m. or whatever, so we'd be listening to the radio or checking teletext.
I love that. I love that.
And just saying Shearer's name
yeah.
was just standard.
That moment where it refreshed,
yeah,
and you get the thing, and you're like, "Get in! Zoden scored!"
And you literally like, how shocking was that? The fact that we weren't able to watch all the 3 p.m.s even then was a disgrace.
Yeah.
Go on, Livramento. Go on.
Just
keep
run it.
Going, son. Just keep going. Just keep going. That's shit, man.
He wants to cut on his right foot. He wants to cut in on his right foot, which is a shame. Come on, Isak. Do him.
We're really lacking a Callum Wilson to help put the ball in the net. Like I feel like Wilson's penetration, no pun intended, is missing here. Give him
lovely ball.
Give him a right. 2, Trippier plays in Joe Linton.
Come on, pass.
Oh, go on. Oh, fucking hell, man, you fucking idiot.
Straight at him.
Do you see the run from Bruno here?
No.
Look at this run. Look at the run from Bruno.
Pass it. Just pass it.
Oh, and you know what, right? For a big lad like Joe Linton to have such a soft shot on him like
Trippier.
that.
Trippier's won it. Isak.
Bruno. Plays
Trippier's in.
Yes! Anthony Gordon makes it 1-0 to Newcastle. We've dominated them. They're fucking shit. 10 August fucking shit. We have dominated them for the 3rd game in a row. Do you know why? Because Newcastle United, for the first time in my life, are better than Manchester United, and we've made it look fucking easy. So come on, play out now. You parked the fucking bus like a bunch of fucking fannies. Come and play out, because we'll destroy you. The vampires will smell blood. We're going to fucking destroy this lot now. 10 Aug is shit. And all of the YouTubers who've been picking up 10 Aug, open your eyes, lads. You don't know what the fuck you're watching. I've been saying it for 6 months. The guy is shit. Eddie Howe had a relegation battling team, and he spent the same money as 10 Aug, and we're dominating you. You lot were in the top 6 when he took over. You're going backwards. Open your eyes. This has been easy. Fucking easy. Get in. Have I made my feelings clear?
Oh, dear. That is brilliant. Not only have we just witnessed the goal, we've broken the mics again because of how amazing that moment was.
Sorry, I need to get the mic sorted. But that was easy, wasn't it?
Oh, that was so good. That was so good. It was nowhere near offside as well. What a brilliant goal. Brilliant.
Playing around them like they're not even there.
You're out of breath. You're so excited.
Mate, I've gone for it. I've gone for it.
Oh, dear.
1-0.
Look at that. You can understand, though, why this means so much, though, can't you? Because people were questioning us over and over again about how we were questioning Man United, about how we were saying that they weren't good enough.
Do you know the thing that pisses me off, mate, is people think I'm a Man United hater. It's 17 attempts to 2, man. At what point do people start to listen to me? Like, they think, you know what, right? My boxing analysis, my football analysis, I actually fucking think about this shit, you know? So it's not just because I might dislike certain fighters. I take my bias out of it. With Man United, I take my bias out of it. Everything I'm saying about Man United has been proven to be true right now. We have 17 attempts to 2. What more do you... Fucking hell, man. Do you know what I mean? We've got a 17-year-old kid in the fucking pitch. Genuinely.
You've got no bench. How many goalkeepers you got on the bench there? About 8 goalies on the bench.
I've got one substitute who could practically be used.
Yeah. And he won't come on. He won't come on.
He's 18 years old. Look, I know I'm getting carried away, but like this is... I mean, we're going to smash these countries. This is easy right now.
We've got a super chat, and I must say his name because he really enjoyed this last time I said the super chat name. It's Julio Cesar.
Shout out, what a name.
Julio.
Can I just say Julio? I wish I had a name as cool
Julio
as that.
Cesar. Was Julio Cesar the goalkeeper for Crystal Palace?
I'm pretty sure.
QPR? Unbelievable
I've
goalkeeper.
definitely heard of a Julio Cesar.
Yeah.
It may be this guy.
If it is you, let us know, because I want to just say you're an unbelievable goalkeeper. Unbelievable goalkeeper.
Someone's just said, not with fighters. My boxing analysis is pretty spot on, actually. So, actually talk shit about my football, but you can't talk about my boxing. Come on.
Dear. But Julio said that, Brian, you are louder than the entire crowd at St James's Park. And do you know what? I think that could be true.
That's one of my best mates at home. He said, I've not liked the player as much as Anthony Gordon in about 10 to 15 years.
Love it. Love it. We didn't want him.
Do you know what though? With all due respect,
dear.
with all like, and I mean this. Anthony Gordon is a hell of a player, but how much better has Eddie Howe made him?
Way better.
Way
better.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's going to be playing for England at this rate.
Well, how could he not? Good tackle by Wan-Bissaka.
He's good,
I do rate Wan-Bissaka.
Why do Man United fans hate him so much?
I think it's because going forward he's crap.
But fucking defenders are meant to be defenders.
He's spot on.
Defenders are meant to be defenders. Oh, God. Onana just... He just passed it out for a throw-in.
Good old
He looks so
Onana.
average. Do you know what, mate? I heard a lot of Man United fans saying, obviously, Onana's going to go to the Africa Cup of Nations. He's not going to be playing for
They're
Man
probably
United
looking forward to it.
whole of January.
Almiron's in the box. Breaks through.
Oh, it's just
hits it off the back of the
wrong choice. It's the wrong choice by Almiron again. Miley's in there.
Mate, you know when Lewis Smiley finally scores a goal, I'm going to fucking break the
mental.
fucking sound barrier. I love him.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Because for me, I don't care whether it's Cam Kirkham or Lewis Smiley. I love a young Geordie lad to fucking do well for himself. Come on.
Oh, dear.
Shout out to the chat. Come on.
Oh, we're talking about Boomsong again. Do you remember this?
Wow. You mean John Allen Boomsong? Yeah, it was Boomsong, the footballer's house I took the strippers to in Jesmond. Weirdest night of my life. Boomsong seems like you wanted a good night then.
Can you
play.
do a voice note or something to tell us this story? Because we need to hear more details on it.
Unreal. If Anthony Gordon doesn't make it into the England team at this rate, I don't know what it's going to take.
Yeah. He should be in the England squad now.
You would genuinely think that this was an FA Cup game against like a League One side, just plucky underdog, hoping to do well for themselves and put up a good account of themselves. You wouldn't think that they were in the Champions League and that they spent 400 million the last 2 years. And oh my God, man. Every Man United fan who still believes in Ten Hag, what the fuck, man?
I tell you what.
I don't know what it's going to take.
Any Man United
We're going to need intervention. We're going to need a nationwide intervention where we'll just sit you all down and go, you've been sold a dream, man, and it's a lie. You've all been lied to.
Rashford and Martial coming off.
That means he's given up. But you know why, Ten Hag? Because individual brilliance, while you've got it in Højlund, Rashford, and all of these players, you've got great players, by the way. I've never said, man, you don't have great players. The coach is an idiot, man. He's a fucking fraud. Now, look... I look at Højlund and I'm frightened of him.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a good player. He's a good player.
When they started Anthony Martial, I was delighted.
Yeah, I know.
That tells you everything you need to know about your fucking idiot manager. He's a moron.
Can we have a friendly bet, right?
If any other top manager had this level of talent in his squad, he'd be like, he wouldn't help but do better. It would be impossible not to do better. I don't know what people say, man. I don't under. These guys have turned up and defended like a fucking League One side. They've shown no ambition. None.
Yeah. They're going to have to attack now.
We've got a 17-year-old kid in the middle of the pot.
They're going to have to attack now. Should we do an under-over on how many step-overs Anthony does in this game? I'm going to say he does 8 step-overs.
Look, Anthony, I'm not really worried about. It's Hoyland I'm worried about because he is a little beast. I actually really rate him.
Heads. Maguire wanted it. And he's hit it.
Is that a shot? Would you say that was a shot?
It was an attempted shot. I mean, he tried to get it in the goal.
Oh, God.
Poor old Rashford. This is the thing with Southgate, though, now. He's got to look at Rashford's form and question whether he should be in that squad, in the summer. You look at someone like Gordon, who's been immense, who's been so exciting going forward, who's tearing it up in the Champions League. And then you look at Rashford, you just go, he's had a fairly quiet season.
I've seen Goldbridge has just tweeted, why is he taking off Rashford and McTominay? I mean, Rashford's been invisible.
McTominay isn't off, is he?
I believe he said McTominay, but I don't know.
No,
I think McTominay is on.
No,
Martial and Rashford have come off.
Yeah.
Rashford's been invisible here. He's been invisible. Like, so,
Oh,
go on, Miley.
I love that. I love that quick free kick.
Miley looks every bit a Premier League footballer, doesn't he? Like, I never look at him and think, oh, I'm worried. If anything, he's the safest pair of hands at times.
Oh.
Maguire's getting frustrated now. Who can blame him? You know what I mean? Hard night for the lad.
I think this is vindication about our combined 11, by the way. Complete vindication.
Do you know what it is? If we're going on form, it wouldn't have been 7-4. It would have been worse.
I honestly think there's a question mark whether Hoyland would even get in the team. I really do.
We said front three: Gordon, Isak, and Rashford. Now we're talking about Rashford not on this season, but the talent.
I would put Rashford in there.
But this season, we wouldn't. Oh my God! Yes, Lewis Smiley with the high press forces them to kick the ball out. That's what I'm on about, man. 17 years old. What a talent. He really does look it,
He really does. I've been super impressed with him. And obviously, I'm seeing him when we've been watching the games together. He's looked so calm and composed for a player of his age.
Yeah, he doesn't look like an English footballer. He kind of has like a Spanish style to him where he always retains the ball really well. Isak, over the top. Oh, that's a typical Bruno Guimaraes look.
He must be one of the best academy products you produced in years.
Mate, I think he might be the best.
Yeah.
To be fair, Longstaff's probably up there.
But bless him, he's not getting a game, is he?
But Longstaff, here's the thing with Longstaff.
I know he's injured.
If I'm looking at talent, I think Longstaff's a really solid Premier League footballer who you wouldn't look at him and go Premier League title winner, but you'd look at him and go, he's a fucking really decent footballer. And as a squad player, you do need those. Like, even Alex Ferguson had players like John O'Shea, Nicky Butt, who weren't the most gifted, but they were fucking dependable. And that's what I like about him. But I think Lewis Miley's levels are superior. Miles superior.
If you were playing Arsenal tomorrow and Longstaff was fit, who would you be starting? Would you be starting Miley or Longstaff? If say they're completely fit, 100% fit, both of them.
I'd start Longstaff now,
purely
because of his experience. But in a year, I don't know if I don't think I'll be saying that. I think if Miley keeps playing, we're laughing. Someone said Man United are weak in defence, so they try and park the bus to not concede. Surely they should play attacking football. Do you know what, mate? I slightly disagree with you. For me, the weakness of Manchester United is in the midfield.
Definitely.
I think that they, I think defensively they've defended quite well here. I think the issue has been is they've known that they can't compete with us for the ball in terms of possession, so they haven't tried to. So the question beforehand was, why are you not playing Amrabat and maybe Maino? Because Amrabat then provides you the defensive cover, and Maino is like a box-to-box player, whereas McTominay, although he grabs you the odd goal, he's not going to win you the midfield battle against this lot, and he's just a little bit clumsy with it sometimes.
Bruno is such a little faker.
Oh, Bruno Fernandes.
He's just fallen down on the floor because he lost the 50-50.
Yeah, he's a funny mate.
And they kicked the ball off. Don't do that.
You know what it is? We're happy to kick the ball out when we're 1-0 up. You prick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I appreciate the look. I don't think Man United are great in defence, but today they've defended all right. And that was a bit of a 50-50 that. Shout out to the chat. We're getting loads of super chats. Big thank you. TG sub from before the podcast. Love how the channel's evolved. Super chat, Twitch subscription. How do we support the channel at the moment? Twitch is dead, officially, I'll be honest. But we're right here on YouTube, kick off, so you can donate as much as you want, whenever you want. Obviously, as long as you can afford it. So we really appreciate you, mate. And thanks very much. Monday, I've got one of my all-time favourite podcasts I think I've ever done. Maybe not the best ever. I don't know what is the best ever at this point, but it's right up there. We have a crime documentary level interview with, you've heard of the Tinder swindler. I'm going to give you a little preview. This was the original Tinder swindler and far worse. Far worse. We're talking about a guy who not only drained women of their bank accounts, some women committed suicide. He molested some of their children. It was insane. I've never been more mind blown during an interview than what I was there. So I really hope you guys tune in, because this lady is a brave woman and got put through hell. And I hope you really enjoy it, because one of the best interviews I've ever been a part of. And I'm fully expecting every fucking YouTube channel to be like, we're going to interview her now, but you already know your boy brought out the best in her, and it's an amazing interview, and I hope you guys love it. She's unbelievable. Miley has done himself a lot of favours in the last 3 games, says Julio. Says, I agree. I look at him. I wanted him to play, and Josh will verify this, from pre-season onwards.
You did.
Couldn't wait to see him. But Eddie, being the clever manager that he is, wanted to hold him back.
Pragmatic.
Like, bleed him into the squad gently. But this, needs must sometimes, and thank God, because have we seen his quality? I mean, and interestingly, he's kind of as a central midfielder with Bruno as the holding guy right now, because Bruno is so defensively sound and his positional sense is so clever. But I do see a potential for Lewis Miley, with the size of him, when he puts a bit of weight on, to play a little bit deeper and be the ball-playing defensive guy, because he's going to be a big, strong lad. I mean, he's so big and strong for his age. He could look like fucking Yaya Toure in a few years. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's massive for 17. So, yeah, I've got a lot of hopes for the lad. Shout out to Old Grandad Remixes, who said, my mate was a French translator for the tune. Met all the French-speaking players, including Charles and Zogbia and Tim Krul. Interesting. I remember I was pissed as fuck once in Whitley Bay, and it was a bank holiday Monday, and Charles and Zogbia and Olivier Bernard were out getting the fucking groove on in the club, and I'm like, Harry lads, and I met them, and I was like, to Charles and Zombie, I was like, why are you not playing? I mean, you're class.
Yeah.
And it was Graham Souness's era, right?
Yeah,
Bobby had left by this point, and he was like, manager just doesn't fancy us, mate.
Oh no, that's so sad.
But Charles and Zogbia went to Aston Villa and ripped it up a bit.
Yeah, good for him.
So he was a solid footballer. But yeah, I remember the day as well when you'd see all the Newcastle lads out on a Whitley Bay day, man. It was fucking mint. Brian, where did you meet Joey Knight? He's amazing. Got to give credit to Josh. Josh told me about this guy and said we need to have him on. And not only is he, a valued member of the team now, but honestly, the soundest lad you'll ever fucking meet in your life. And also, he's a boxer.
He's so talented. He's talented as a YouTuber. He's talented as a boxer.
He's a Misfits potential guy. So I'm working my magic, and with hope one day, I really hope that the kickoff, the fan base, will be supporting Joey Knight at a fight event sometime in 2024, and I think he's got a lot of potential. I'm very excited.
We've got to get a kickoff logo.
Oh, mate, I've got to sponsor it.
Yeah, we've got to get the logo.
We've got to get the kickoff to sponsor Joe Unite.
Yeah,
and if you guys can turn up and support him in person, that would be even better. Kieran Trippier here with a free kick.
Good position. Left-hand side.
Whips it in.
Oh, we want the handball, guys. Come on, let's go for it.
Not great.
No.
Because Man United have a counter-attack, and it's a really good opportunity to counter-attack. And Hoyland is dispossessed by big Jamal Lascelles. Get up there, my boy. You big stiff dosser.
Oh, look at the football there. Calm under pressure. Gordon, stop it.
Is this my football team?
I know.
What am I watching?
Where is this coming from?
Colaccini, the memories have disappeared. I'm not looking at that kind of football anymore.
Oh, come on, Colaccini wasn't that bad.
Have you seen about the Joey Barton stuff, by the way?
No.
You know how his brother murdered a guy?
No.
Did you not know about that?
No, I didn't know that.
So Joey Barton's brother murdered a guy in a racially motivated murder.
Oh, shit.
Now, horrendous, right? And look, with all due respect, like, I don't know the ins and outs of the case, but that's what I've read, that it was racially motivated.
From the Daily Mail.
And Joey Barton's went on a podcast and said, oh, it was a scrap that got out of hand sort of thing. And people are not happy. And this is a guy who's
Is he still a manager?
He's a fucking football manager.
Jeez.
And he's talking about it as if it was just a scrap. And
not good.
so, yeah. Someone said... Mate, it's fucking freezing up there.
Yeah, he's got his snood on and nothing else.
Mate, his tattoos are fucking mental. He's got the Angel of the North on the back of his face.
I have to say, that is so brilliant. I was waiting for that moment to see a Geordie with his top off in the ground, and it's only taken 73 minutes.
One thing I've got to give credit to right now is the referee.
Yeah.
He's had a good game.
Yeah.
The fact that we've not mentioned him tells you that.
The problem is, mate, is you've said that on 73 minutes, and I'll be waiting for this moment. Just clip this up, guys. 90 minutes plus six when you give away a penalty.
But I'm look, every YouTuber, it's the easiest content. Oh, the referee, every football manager. And look, I'm trying to give the guy credit and say, overall, I think he's got most of this spot on. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the same as everyone else and be like... It's a good shout from the chat, though. Maguire definitely is not happy with the state of the way the game's gone. Lewis Miley with a nice challenge on Luke Shaw. Lewis Miley's going to play for England one day. Yeah. Got to be saying that now, because he's showing way too much confidence at his age to not end up playing for England. I am a little bit worried that it's only 1-0. Because Man United have some great footballers, but it's a good challenge by the monster himself, Joe Linton.
Look at that.
Oh, you know what? You know the beauty of Onana when you're playing against him. You've always got a chance.
Yeah,
you always look at him and go, "We've got a chance today."
If you're the Man United recruitment team, are you now considering signing another goalkeeper? I think they should be.
Do you know what's mad?
I really do.
I look at not even like a lot of Man United fans are getting. So here's the problem with online Man United fans, because I follow loads of them, right? And I like a lot of them, but they've dug their grave so much, they've supported Onana so much that now they can't be wrong. So they have to create a narrative that means I was right all along anyway. And you see a lot of online creators do this. I'll never do this. I'll always admit when I've got it wrong. Not a problem with that. As much as I've got an ego and all of that, I'm happy to be wrong. They're going, oh, David De Gea was never this... They're saying David De Gea made all the same mistakes. David De Gea was a calamity. David De Gea made mistakes. Absolutely, he did. Did David De Gea make the same level of mistakes as Onana has this season?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. But Dubravka, even they had on loan, would never have made these level of mistakes.
Would it be mad if they re-signed David De Gea? Do you reckon he'd go back? I think there's
they treat him so badly, but yeah, he would.
I think there's a scenario in which he's still got.
I can't believe he's not found the club. He's such a good goalkeeper.
I don't get it. He obviously must have been very selective about his clubs, because he would have had offers. He must have had offers. I know goalkeeper, the position is slightly different from the usual, and you usually get your goalies lined up. But surely someone goes for De Gea. He's not on that much money, was he?
He was on a massive wage.
250.
I think he was on a big wage, but I don't think that. Look, for him, at some point the market changes, right? So you've got to admit
take
that.
something lower. Yeah.
Oh, Fabian Shaw.
Stop it,
mate. This was a guy who was basically found out under.
Pass.
Oh! He's got to go.
That's a red card. He's got to go.
Harry Maguire's gone in, and it's a yellow card.
Come on.
It looked like a red card challenge. He's been lucky there. Because Anthony Gordon had a real chance to lay off his man when he turned Harry Maguire. It's not the first time Harry Maguire has been turned badly in this game.
Let's VAR this, because that didn't look good for me in real time. Let's watch this again.
It might not have been as bad, but
he doesn't touch the ball, does he?
You know what?
He's gone for the ball.
I'll give him I think a yellow is fair because he went for the ball and it wasn't that far away. Yeah. But he's fortunate that it wasn't further up the pitch.
David De Gea was on more than KDB? No way. No way.
I think David De Gea was on a lot. I think
not more than
400
KDB.
A week, someone said there.
No way.
How tall are you heavy? How tall and heavy are you? I'm 6'4" and about 21 stone, which is about 300 pounds. But I'm hoping to get lighter because I've realised I want to go on a diet. Go on!
You want to become a runner, don't you? Oh, handball!
Handball! Handball, referee! Handball!
He has tried to pull his arms away from that. They're going to look at this. He doesn't look confident.
Lewis Miley with the shot, by the way. I wish that had gone in. I would have fucking danced all night. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, is it shoulder? It's gone.
He's hit his arm.
It's gone chest and then arm. No, but in the Premier League rules, they won't give it. In the Premier League rules, they won't give it.
It's going. That might have gone in without his arm. Are you serious?
They've gone no pen,
mate. After what was given against us, this is a disgrace.
I know. This is a joke. You must be fuming about the state of the referees at the moment. That the rules are different between Champions League and
you know why I think
that
should have been a penalty more? 7 corners to 0, basically, by the way. Lewis Miley's shot was on target, and that might have gone in the goal if it wasn't for the arm of Wan-Bissaka. And I know he didn't mean it. I know he just threw himself in the way.
Yeah, but
it's a goal-scoring opportunity, and therefore that changes it for me.
Yeah. That is way more of a penalty than what you got given the other day.
Mate,
way more.
That was daylight robbery, that.
You can't say the PSG one isn't a pen and then this one is. I mean, but it's very different, actually.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
I accept if you disagree, mate, that's fine. Yeah. But it's not the same. Come on. I'm not saying... Look, what we're looking for, what you and I are looking for, what we're all looking for is consistency. And we do not have that, mate. And that's what I'm fucked off about. If you have a shot on goal that's going to be a goal, it hits the guy on the arm, even if he doesn't intend it, is that not a penalty? I don't know anymore. And that's why I hand it over and say, it looked like it could have been a pen, but honestly, it's mental at this point. I don't know.
It hit his shoulder. I mean, it
hit him on the bicep.
Yeah, the handball rules, quite, they are different between the Champions League and the Premier League. Fair enough. But that's harsh.
I understand that I'm biased in regards to wanting it to be a handball. That's fair enough. But equally, the fact that none of us really have a fucking clue is the problem here. Yeah. I should be able to look at that and know what the rules are. And it doesn't even seem like the referees do, mate.
Mm. Oh, God, he's chasing down an arm.
Almost by his side. I think that's a good point.
Yeah. He did try and pull
I don't think it was deliberate by any stretch of the imagination. However, there's been many handballs given in the Premier League this season that weren't deliberate. Many of them. So what the fuck are we doing here? We don't know.
Yeah, the one that sticks out for me that I remember is the Arsenal one against Chelsea, where he doesn't mean to do it. It hits him in the arm. And it was given for a penalty, and that was nowhere near, a goal scoring opportunity. This is the thing for me. I think the handball rule should be rewritten in that if the hand stops the ball from going anywhere near the goal, so i.e. if it was being a shot on target and the hand stops it from going on target, that should be a penalty, right? But if it's just a handball in the area that is an incidental handball that doesn't stop a goal scoring opportunity, give it an indirect free kick. Like, that's the way to solve the handball problem overnight.
We're looking a bit vulnerable here, and I'm starting to worry. We're letting them come back into the game ever so slightly. And Man United have their first corner of the game, 81 minutes played. I do not think that's a coincidence. And I'm gonna say in particular, Alexander Isak. He just looks a bit flat.
Yeah, and you can understand why. He's knackered. I have to say, let's just talk about their substitutions for a second. Amrabat comes on, and they bring on Reguilon at left back, right? How was that an attacking substitution? How is that going to win them the game?
What a shot from Bruno Fernandes. I'm worried.
That was Reguilon.
Get up, referee. Get up.
Freaking
get up,
words. What's going on here? Goalkeeper's injured. Your goalkeeper's injured. They're going to carry on playing. He's dislocated his shoulder, and Man United are still playing.
Disgraceful, that. That shows the level of desperation I have, to be honest with you.
He's moving his arm.
Oh, has he really dislocated his shoulder?
He's definitely putting it out.
Fuck me, man, Pope.
I don't want to see this. I hate watching it. I had a friend that dislocated his shoulder right in front of me in a football game once, and it was absolutely
what is it
brutal.
though? Like, how is it so fucking?
I don't think he's dislocated it, but look at it.
He immediately didn't get up though.
No. Imagine if they'd scored then when he was that. He looks like he's in pain. Maybe he is dislocated. It's a knee. Painful
it's
one.
A knee. It's a knee.
Oh, is it?
It's a knee.
Well, it looks
he's
like
holding his knee and his shoulder.
And shoulder, yeah. Jeez.
If
Who's
we have
coming
to
on?
bring Karius on. Can I just
chuck it
say,
in.
Manchester United are so lucky this season.
Yeah.
They've been the worst team. I've consistently watched them. It's staggering how bad they've been and still managed to get results. Genuinely, if Karius comes on and they score, I'm going to start believing in God.
I know.
Right? I'm going to say, like, he's a Man United fan. What the fuck is going? Like, we have dominated this game. For this to go wrong now, the level of luck, like, I'm talking about the Burnley game, I'm talking about the Fulham game, the amount of last-minute moments that Man United have had where they've gotten so lucky, it blows my mind.
Can I just say, I'm just imagining, God sat there creating the heavens and the earth, creating humans, and he's got a Man United shirt on.
It's genuinely mind-blowing how lucky Man United get, though. Like, they get so lucky. And Nick Pope has been in the form of his life lately.
That's a big injury for you. If he's out for any significant length of time, that's a big shame.
Yeah, it is. But to be honest, I rate him and Dubravka about the same, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, all you need now is
I don't like to say this.
It's about 12 more minutes.
How many injuries is it?
I know.
Look, again, there's something wrong here. Like, I've never, ever seen anything like this.
You need to sign 5 players in the January.
Man United are going to have... Someone said McTominay 2 goals at a time. I wouldn't even be surprised.
Just put your money on it now. Man
United are going to score.
Don't say it. Don't say
fucking
it.
Pricks.
Don't say
I fucking hate them. I hate them.
It's definitely Dubravka over Karius, for fuck's sake. This is funny, isn't it? Because he's got that Man United connection, and you recalled him, didn't you, from that loan?
Oh my God, Ryan! Ryan Ateba.
Yeah.
This I love Ryan. No offense, but you've got problems. He went, no way are they stopping the game. Remember when De Gea got his Achilles and stamped on, went down injured, then also scored and it was given. Different rules for United. Bro, when any player goes down like that, it's common practice. I'm not saying what happened against you guys wasn't hard, wasn't bad. I'm sure it was. But this is very normal.
And also, by the way, earlier on in the game, Trippier kicks the ball out for when a Man United player was down.
We were sportsmanlike.
Literally.
Like, come on. We've all been sportsmanlike in this game, to be fair. Man United included. And I credit them for kicking the ball out. It's the right thing to do, right? Let's not have any of this, it's not fair when it happens to us, shite. Because that's bollocks. Come on. I don't like to see a new goalkeeper brought on in the 85th minute.
Dubravka is a solid goalkeeper, though. I've jinxed it. Fuck, I've jinxed it. Shit. I've done it. I didn't do that.
He's killed us.
I'm sorry.
He's killed it.
He's
killed it.
I'm sorry, I've ruined it. Oh dear.
I've got to say, shout out to the chat, DeCanio sporting behaviour.
Oh, I love that.
That was a real special moment.
I love that.
Idiotic, but sportsman.
Wouldn't say he's the nicest chap in the world.
I've never met him.
Kanye.
Have you met him?
I'm just gonna. No, I haven't. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there with some of the press that the Kanye has had in the past.
Okay. It was funny because that Roy Keane story you said, we had other people commenting
saying that they had a similar experience.
Same thing.
There you go.
And apparently, one Irish fella who commented saying that he. Oh no! Man United are still in this.
That's a great reverse pass. Oh, good challenge by Trips.
Special, isn't it?
Legend.
We're in trouble now. All of a sudden, we feel like they've galvanised. I didn't think this would be 1-0. Man United have done really well to stay in the game.
They're going to be all over you now.
But they're in danger too when they do that. But yeah, I am worried because they've been so shit in this game that it would be classic Man United to rescue a point out of nowhere, and that would piss me off. Like I'll hate this. If we don't win today, I'll be fucking livid.
Meltdown.
No, I'll be livid.
Meltdown.
No, you know why? Because of the Liverpool game. I can't have it happen twice. We can't dominate two sides of this quality and not win. We can't do it. I'm not having it. I'm not allowing it. Come on, lads.
I was going to take a picture of that England shirt. I'm going to do it. I found it.
Good man.
I'm going to take a picture for you.
So this Irish lad went, Roy Keane, I asked him for a picture, and he told me to fuck off as well. And then apparently his wife said, don't say that, and made him take a photo.
Jesus, I wouldn't want a photo.
He's a fucking prick, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you know what he is? Roy Keane, a bully.
He is a bully.
No, that's the thing that I've realised about him. Like, he's this little bully who has this power thing, but when he comes up against someone who's his equal, he wouldn't have it like that.
United are coming forward.
No, don't.
He's offside. He's got to be offside. Maguire was way offside. So Man United have got the ball in the back of the net. The offside flag goes up. I honestly don't think that Brian could deal with this. I don't think you could deal with it.
I'm not watching football again if we don't win this game.
Oh God, it was closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh no, this was the first one. Oh, he's way off. He's way off.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
He's way off, and he handballed it. No, it goes off the chest.
I swear down, if Newcastle don't win this, I'm fucking football off. I'm cancelling the kickoff. We're shutting the channel. I swear down.
It's over.
If you lot want to see me cover football, we need to win this because I can't handle it.
Oh my God.
I can't handle it.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
Can you imagine?
I'm telling you now, I'm giving up.
And bearing in mind, we've got a very high profile Man United fan coming on tomorrow. I don't think you'd be able to do it.
There's a KG. I can't. I can't see KG and not have a win over him. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh,
if KG's turning up tomorrow and we haven't won, I'll fuck it. I can't handle. I'm cancelling. I'm not turning up. You can do the show without me. Just take it. You can sit in the chair.
I'll come and do
you sit in the chair. No one will notice.
Yeah, Brian's not very well today.
Good, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Brian's unwell today. He can't make the show.
I can't do this. I can't do it. If we have this many shots on goal and don't win, I'm giving up.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm serious.
I don't blame you.
I'll really fucking hate this. We can't.
9 minutes. The crowd have just gone absolutely mental. The crowd have just gone, man, I heard it.
Can we all just agree? 1 goal scored. No injuries.
Oh. What I love, guys, is that it was 8 minutes.
9 minutes at a time.
It was 8 minutes against PSG, and
9 minutes at a time. They're fucking jokers.
Been more action in
They're
that
fucking
game.
jokers. 9 minutes at a time is the joke.
Guys, I think Brian's blood pressure right now is considerably higher than it usually is, and it's not going to get any easier.
Come on, lads.
It's not going to get any easier. I hate games like this.
I've just tweeted 9 minutes at a time. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
It's a joke.
Oh my
9.
God.
No.
Pope was definitely down.
Do we want to have any players left by the end of the season?
Yeah.
You fucking skunks.
Oh, don't worry. Tyndall's up.
Tyndall's up, all right?
Oh, dear. If I have to look at that flat cap for 9 more minutes, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do you know what, Mr. Tom? That's a great idea. We'll get a heart rate tracker on for the next couple of games. That would be so good. That would be so good.
Yeah, Pope was injured. You're right.
Yeah, but he was injured for about 4 minutes max.
Yeah, it's not a 9 minute one, is it?
Yeah.
Lads, wake up, man! Fucking hell, get into them.
Yeah. Bring on Lewis Hall for God's sake.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at that.
Pass. That's a good pass.
Good pass.
Livramento, you just got to run, son. Oh, Anthony, he's such an idiot. Anthony, and he gets in a fight again. Absolute.
He's a prick, isn't he?
He is such a prick.
Did he see him apologising to the Galatasaray?
Yeah, that was hilarious because he's going to end up there in the summer, so that's why he's apologising. He is. That's what he's going to be playing in this next season.
I'll be sold to you lot for about 20 million.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Another brilliant transfer from Man United.
All right, lads, keep the fucking ball. Keep the fucking ball. Come on.
Let's not get the Newcastle reputation of time wasting.
Do what you have to.
That was so unfair, like.
Shit house it to the maximum.
Yeah. He's going to get a yellow card if you're not careful, mate. Livramento.
I think Livramento's a top fucking footballer.
I love him.
I say that as he gives the ball away like a pile of shit, but I do think he's quality.
That's all right. Have Newcastle made any subs? No, again.
No, other than Pope.
Again.
Oh, no. Don't start. Don't do this to me.
Don't.
Someone's saying goal Man United. I'm like, fuck off.
Don't.
I swear down, I can't handle this.
Yeah.
I'm being...
They're breaking as well. They're breaking. Man United breaking left-hand side. Is that Garnacho with the ball in? Ooh. It did hit a very high area. Isak's got the ball here. Isak, you've got to do something here. Amrabat versus Isak, one-on-one. Come on, this is the transitional moment. Go for it, Isak. Keep going. He's been challenged. It's good defending. It's not a foul. Very, very good defending from Amrabat. Goal for Chelsea. I'd hope there is some goals for Chelsea tomorrow. I'll tell you that for sure. Oh, my God. This is hard, isn't it? No wonder you're speechless.
I've never felt worse.
Yeah, I know.
They're doing that.
They're trolling you now.
Fuck off.
They're trolling you now intentionally.
I can't handle this. I
can't Dalot's in here. Oh,
we can't dominate like this. We can't. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
Andrew's saying Maguire last minute goal, can see it. Oh no.
Do you know what it is? Man United should be so... Man United should feel like, oh, you fucking...
yeah.
I'm going to...
Aguero!
Ban them. If Newcastle don't win here, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. The season's over. If we don't win here, I'm giving up. The season's over.
Pressure. Oh, God. Look how high Onana is. He thinks he's a centre-back.
I fucking love Bruno, you know.
Do you know what I would really like to see happen? An Onana lob in the last minute. I would really enjoy that.
Bruno Guimaraes is the most important.
Don't foul him there. That's exactly what he wants.
I think that was an accident, to be fair to him.
Oh, no, but that's exactly what he wants.
I'm so fucked up.
Look, you got the Chelsea boys even supporting Newcastle. Connor, the Chelsea fan, supporting Newcastle.
I'm so fucked up.
Up it.
I hate this.
This is Fergie time. This is
9 minutes.
We're in Fergie time now.
It's a joke. Absolute joke. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
Do you know what, mate? Maybe you should just not watch the last 4 minutes.
I don't want
to. You'd be better off not watching it.
If we weren't on a live stream, I'd have just walked into the bathroom. I'd have sat there and I'd just do nothing. I'd have just looked at my face for a bit in the mirror.
Oh, no. Far post. Got to Maguire. He's dropped the ball, but he's got it. Oh, another injury.
Are you serious?
Can you imagine if
we have one player
down?
not get injured?
Yeah. What happened to the 6-second rule, by the way? What happened to it?
I'm so sick.
I'm so sick. Anthony Gordon wins man of the match. Very well deserved.
I feel horrendous. Do
you feel physically unwell?
I'm not even just saying this, lads. I hate every second of this right now.
And I don't blame you. Is Amrabat in a centre-back position at the moment? It looks like it. Oh, God.
How do they keep getting so lucky, mate?
Hold it.
Keep a hold of the fucking ball, you fucking pillocks. Stop trying to advance the fucking play. Kill him.
Look at Maguire's up top. Well done, Joel Linton. Look at him go.
God.
Don't look at this. Don't look at the chat.
You're a fucking.
They're all.
I really hate all of these.
He doesn't hate you. He's just the trolls. Oh, we're bringing on Matt Ritchie. Legends.
Why?
Where's he coming on? Time wasting, Brian. Come on.
I mean, they're just going to add it on anyway.
Look at Big Dan Bourne back there.
I'm letting the fake chat goals get to me. Yes, I am.
Yeah. He's definitely doing it.
I fucking hate this.
Shane Long. Oh, Gordon's coming off.
I really need a piss as well. You know what you need? I'm really pissed.
It's making you even more irritable.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Matt
God.
Ritchie.
I can't even watch.
Is he even registered for the Champions League squad? I read somewhere that he isn't even registered.
He's so old, who cares? He's genuinely so old.
Oh, God, there's too much banter going on.
No, I'm going to block you now. This is your last warning.
Watch the game. Just watch the game. Oh, look at the chat.
Oh, no, don't. Honestly.
Just keep him there. Control it. Keep the ball. So Newcastle are just camped out here in their own box. Oh, Joel Linton's lost it there. He looks like he's injured as well.
I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess.
Stephen's about to make 650 quid off a tenner. Let us know. What was the bet, Stephen? Because that is a fantastic bet, son. Well done. Get it out, boys. You could see how much this means to you.
Yeah.
The pressure.
You have to understand. These lot robbed us of a Premier League title. They robbed us of an FA Cup title. Like, that meant a lot to me as a fucking 10-year-old, right? That shit burns. Yeah? I want them to rot in hell. However, I won't ever let that affect my analysis of them. I see what I see. And aside from the end of this game where we've allowed them to put pressure on, we've been dominant.
Oh, we've got to the fucking press conference. They've got to the press conference. They're trying to do you a favour, mate.
Come on, referee.
They've cut to Ten Hag's press conference about 20 minutes too
got
early.
A free kick. Amanda Staveley as if she scored.
Oh dear.
Oh, this is magical for me. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
You've got 6 seconds to hold on.
To be fair, they're not even putting us under pressure. No. I'm just nervous because it's me.
I know.
I don't like this is comfortable, but I'm just fucking nervous. Leon Edwards kick 1-1.
Oh, here we go. Put it in the corner. You've got to love this.
99 minutes. We are going to play 100 minutes against Manchester United. How is that happening? How is that happening?
Keep him there. Just keep him. Bruno's going back. Hoyland's back there as well. Oh, Joel Linton's just won it.
Joel
what
Linton
a player.
Is so good at winning the ball. Come on, referee.
Oh, no. Oh, you're in here. Go on, Trippier. Go on. Just run it. Trippier versus Maguire. Maguire's fouled him.
He's fouled him.
That was offside by a mile. Come on. Looking smart for once. He's done the clever thing. That's it.
Is it over?
That's it. He's blown up. Is it over? He's blown up. That's it. Get the handshake. Where's Tyndall? He's done it.
Genuinely, the easiest game of football Newcastle have had all season.
Congratulations. How do you feel after the small heart attack that you've just had in the last 8 minutes?
The weirdest bit about it is, all of that bit at the end was just me panicking for no reason. They didn't even put us under any pressure.
Not massive.
I just want to beat them so badly.
Yeah.
Because KG's coming tomorrow and I want to fucking rub it in. Yes!
Do you think you'll bring the blanket again?
Get in! And I have to say, I'm going to do a roll call right now. We got to fucking give some props to the lads. We're starting with Eddie Howe. The man who took a relegation struggling side and achieved a better result than Ten Hag did with all the very similar amounts of money spent, relegation strapping side, top 6 side, and now we are clearly 3 wins in a row. For the first time in my life, 3 wins in a row against Manchester United. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing the change of the guard. The best United in the Premier League. It's officially Newcastle. Thank you very much. Now, moving on, we got to say, Kieran Trippier, what a guy. What a legend of a man. That man embodies leadership, control of a game. Keep your head. And also, just a cool pair of hands. Give him the ball. You're never in danger with Kieran Trippier, man. He's such a good player. The whole defence. Fabian Shaw bringing the ball out, spraying passes. Jamal Lascelles, a leader. Left back, Tino Livramento, a future Premier League title winner. I don't know who it'll be for. I hope it's for us, but he has everything it takes to win titles. Midfield, Bruno Guimaraes. You know, the closest thing I've seen to Roy Keane in the Premier League since Roy Keane. The man is probably the most important footballer on the pitch, in my opinion, in terms of controlling games, dictating the pace. Newcastle now, we're seeing, move into 5th place. Huge result for us, unless Spurs win against Man City, which looks unlikely. Newcastle plus 18 goal difference to -1 for Manchester United. Let that sink in. We might be in a similar points total, but we're a completely different team. And Lewis Smiley, the young lad, what a performance from him. Looked like he belonged at 17 years old, playing against Manchester United. And Joe Linton, the ball winning that he did in this game was so integral. Anthony Gordon, one of the most important players in the squad, slotted away today. How he's not in the England team and starting is just staggering because of the performances. And Isak and Almiron providing the threat today, not at their best, but they didn't have to be because we're that much better than Manchester United now. And 3 wins in a row. If Manchester United fans, if your alarm bells aren't ringing at that, I don't know what will, because historically we've always been behind you. We heard that the wage bill, something like 260 million for Man United versus 60 million for Newcastle. The money spent is probably comparably, similar in terms of the difference. We're better than you. Newcastle United officially are better than Manchester United now. It's just that simple. Because you know why? We've dominated you 3 games in a row now. Like, if you're following Manchester United creators out there and they're not telling you this, they're bullshitting you. Because it's fucking clear as day, in black and white, Newcastle are the best United in the Premier League now. Facts. And it was just easy today, to be honest with you. So many chances created. And I think only through Newcastle not being at their best did Man United have a chance in this game. And get this, we weren't at our best. And we absolutely dominated you. So
they came up to Newcastle today and they were hoping for a draw.
Mate,
they were hoping for a 0-0.
They parked the bus.
They parked the bus. They did.
I never thought I'd see the day that Manchester United, you know, when we got bought out by the Saudis, I thought 5-10 years will be a real force. We haven't spent anywhere near enough money to be doing this. We haven't spent anywhere near enough money with a manager that we've appointed and anything. No one thought that Manchester United would be coming to Newcastle to park the bus and pray like little bitches to hope and scurry away with a point. You didn't even get that. Do you know how pathetic that is? Anyone who's, in the Ten Hag thing, he's had a lot of nice fixtures lately. The man is a fraud. And pretty soon, a lot of people are going to see it. And they won't give me the credit for calling it out first. I'm just a Man United hater. It's there, man. If you look closely, it's there and it's obvious. We've got Anthony Gordon here doing his post-match interview, putting his coat on because it must be fucking freezing. And what a performance. Always a threat.
Deserved man of the match. Absolutely. Tonight.
Is it weird for you? Like, and I'm not doing this as being a prick, but Chelsea chose not to sign him. That would have been a hell of a signing for you.
It wouldn't have been.
Why is that?
Because without Eddie Howe, he would be an average player. And that's not blowing smoke up the arse of Eddie Howe. But I have to say, we don't have a good record of taking young players and immediately making them better. We have a great record of making young players better over time in the academy. We don't have a great record. Like, for example, Noni Madueke, he is... should be as good as Anthony Gordon. If you look at them, with the age groups they've gone up together, and he isn't, and that shows you something. Anthony Gordon has been immense for you, and I'm actually glad that he didn't sign for Chelsea. Not for our sake. I'm thinking for the players' sake. I think
we're a better fit for him. I think you're right, and also our style of football, the pressing, it suits him. he works harder off the ball than any other attacking midfielder in the country.
And look, every top level recruitment analyst knew that this guy had something because of his pace, because of his pressing, because of his goal threat and his assists. Like, they had something. He was a raw player. We all knew how good he was. Raw, yeah. But let's beat no bones about it. There were a lot of recruitment guys saying this guy was good.
Yeah.
A lot of guys. Yeah. Liverpool wanted him. Man City
I remember when we signed him. I watched the is it Toffee TV, the Everton channel, and no disrespect or whatever, but they were saying, "Look, he's shit, but he's the best option we have right now." But they didn't rate him.
No.
So he's clearly gone through a transformative process, and I have to say, I think playing in that under-21s tournament actually showed how good he can be, gave him the confidence, got his fitness up there, and then he's hit the ground running. So I'm glad he got that under him.
I do think if you're starting for England under-21s, you're a very good player. Like, we've got some of the best young players in the world. So to get into that squad is hard.
Yeah, very hard. And I'm buzzing. What a result. And I thought, honestly, it could have been a lot more. If it wasn't for the fact that Isak wasn't quite on his game today, and neither was Almiron, it could have been 3 or 4. So yeah.
Can we just talk about how the hell you are doing this with basically
12 players,
and really 11 if you think about it.
Now Nick Pope's injured.
Yeah. But Lewis Hall doesn't even get on the pitch. So basically, you've got 11 players. You're somehow mustering up some energy from a magical place, because quite frankly, any other squad will be crumbling.
Do you know what this is down to? Good coaching, mate. And this is where my criticism for other managers comes in, because I look at Eddie Howe and I go, right, we've lost however many players to injury, yet the team, you lose your best defender in Sven Botman, defends the same. You lose your main star signing in Tonali to a betting issue, midfield plays the same. You lose Callum Wilson, your best goal scorer in regards to minutes per goals. Everything stays the same.
Left back,
huge. Dan Burn has been mega for us. Everything's the same. Why? Because coaching. Eddie Howe coaches all of these players to play the same way, which is why I can look at a lot of these managers who rely more on individual brilliance versus the system and go, well, you're obviously not implementing a real style there, and you're just hoping that these quality players you have playing for you, that you spent all this money on, come good. And I understand managers have to do that sometime, but did Alex Ferguson do that? Did Arsene Wenger do that? Did Pep Guardiola do? Klopp? All of the top managers, you can pick players out and put players in. It doesn't matter as much. Like with a whole new midfield change for Liverpool this season, hasn't been that much of a difference. Why? Because he's a top manager, and that is why Eddie Howe, and as you've rightly said, is a top manager. He might not have the trophies yet. They'll come. You're saying out all the reasons why. I believe that Eddie Howe has everything it takes to go down, is in the modern era, post Bobby Robson and the like, the greatest English manager we've seen. And I think Newcastle can win a Premier League title with him. Will we do it? I don't know. But I think he can win a Premier League title. He's so good. And I think people don't really understand, because of the hate or because of the clouded judgment, and not really understanding how many of these players were battling relegation 2 years ago, the level of improvement he can have on a player, that when you do give him world-class players, he's a threat. Absolutely.
Can we end the stream with this question then? Who finishes higher, Newcastle or Man United?
I think that all depends on the Champions League, Europa League, who qualifies, who doesn't, and who has the fresher fit players. If Newcastle don't have to deal with Europa League and Champions League, we'll finish higher.
I think you're qualifying. I think you're going to go through. I think you've got a European football at the very least.
I think we'll probably do Europa League, yeah.
And I think it's more likely that Man United go out. Yeah. And I think even in that occurrence, even in that scenario, you still finish higher than them.
Right, we're going to wrap it up there. I really do appreciate all of you lot. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And don't forget, one last thing. Newcastle have won 3 in a row against Manchester United. Thank you very much.